And we're back.
Wait a minute.
Who are you? Anyways, welcome back to another session of the Scale of Fate. The days are kind of odd right now because this week has been a funny one because of Thanksgiving and the other party already having their session. So, where we left off with you all traveled from the meat grinder after the burning of the sacred tavern, heading towards Normandy, where along the way experiencing some odd phenomena from Cal, bit of chanting and carving into part of the boat before passing out sometime later. Which, after a few days and a bit of a fever, he did manage to recover, and you all arrived in Normandy, which he aided all of you to getting to a friend of his, who allowed you all to essentially fast travel to Almoria, to the town of Springfield, where upon arrival, Trinket entered her parents' shop. The only person who went with her was Journey, before having a rather touching moment with Journey before heading off on her own, turning invisible and disbanding without the rest of the party knowing. The rest of you went and gathered within a tavern for the night, finding a place to rest. Would you all like to RP that night, or do we want to jump to the next day?
Hard.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I have no idea what you're saying.
Hard. My cards, my sleight of hand checks.
Oh, cards. I heard hard, and I was just like, what the hell do you mean hard? What the fuck does that mean?
There goes the fucking Tyler taking it all sexual again.
Oh my god. Goated with the sauce, you know. Anyways.
Can I card?
Roll a check.
Damn, I got a roll? Fuck, bro.
If you want to get proficiency, you can just play with your cards. I'm not going to make you roll anything.
Oh, I got a nat 1. So, you know, we can pretend that didn't happen.
You play 52 card pickup. a couple times. You don't just play it once. It's a couple of times.
You did so bad that you fucking lost proficiency with sleight of hand.
You go to like try these tricks or whatever, and at one point you squeeze the deck, and the deck just kind of shoots out of your hand and just goes it's like rain. It just goes everywhere, and you're just like, shit. All right.
Who's close to me right now? Because if there's some people close to me, can I like do a dexterity check to have a card land on their head?
Would you have been doing this in the tavern itself, or would you have been doing this in your room, where you don't have a chance of losing a card?
Oh, I have a chance of losing a card in the tavern? Then I would have been doing it in my room if that's the case.
Okay. So yeah, there's no one around. It's just you in the room.
Dexterity check for me to get a card on my head?
Sure, I'll let you roll a dex save to see if you can land one on your head.
Alright, let's see here. Anyone want to give me an advantage?
No one's in the room with you, no one can.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that, though?
You snagged a room for yourself.
I got a 13.
13. It kind of lands on your head a little bit. For like a moment, and then kind of slides off.
As it slides off, can I do another dex check to see if I can balance it on my nose?
Sure. Let this series of dex checks go down.
I got a 10.
It doesn't balance on your nose.
Alright, as it's falling, can I see if I can balance it on my knee?
Sure.
It keeps going down by 2. I got an 8.
It falls right past your knee and hits the ground.
No! Oh.
Just picture you shout no. So I think the way the room arrangements would have probably gone, it'd probably been Errol probably would have... Well, no, Magnus probably would have roomed by himself. Cal's probably with Journey. probably making sure she's okay. You probably ended up either with Errol or by yourself, but Errol's definitely drinking right now.
Just like me for real.
Yes. So, if there's nothing else that wants to be done for the night, you all rest. So if you haven't taken a long rest, which you should have, take one. And as you all sleep for the night, and Draka sitting or laying upon the roof, you kind of get a vision in the night. Kind of almost something beckoning you towards the north. There's an odd... What's the word I'm looking for? It's a familiar energy that seems to be calling you in its direction. An energy that you haven't felt in quite a while. But you recognize it as the thing that you have been out looking for a long time.
Love.
I don't think Andraka cares for that, but... But as you kind of wake the next morning, you still have that feeling of it kind of calling out to you. And based on the knowledge you would have had of... The little bit of knowledge you would have had of Almoria from the little bit of traveling you did, you can tell it's coming from probably in the direction of the town of Danskar. About northeast-ish from you.
Okay.
Just letting you know. I don't know what you're planning to do this morning, but the rest of you, as you kind of stir and kind of slowly begin to wake up, gathering within the tavern one by one, getting breakfast and whatnot, your morning drinks, things of that nature. Is there anything any of you would like to do on this morning in particular?
Journey kind of wakes up and with like a singular focus and decides to go shopping with the cash trinket left her.
Okay.
She'll ask if anyone wants to come along.
Or fuck it. And those were the exact words that Leo said.
Oh, fuck it. All right. Cal kind of shrugs and simply kind of gestures for you to lead the way. Magnus is going to stay in the bar. Magnus does not care. Magnus is still upset about everything that has happened. Errol seems to...
Don't get over it, buddy.
Yeah. Scowls at you. Kind of scowls at you as you say that. But as you all exit this inn/tavern, you do notice a few minutes after getting out of there, Errol was with you, and then he was gone. He just kind of went off on his own.
This guy. What a little rascal.
That is what he is. What do you want to find in particular, Journey?
I want to find an armor shop.
You want to find an armor shop. So an armory, not armory. Forge. Forge. Yes. You were looking for a forge. You know this... No, you wouldn't know this town all that well. Trinket's the one who came from here. Forge isn't hard to find. It's easy to find a forge guild here, considering this town is mostly made of various guilds. May I ask what you're looking for in particular?
Looking to pick up finally some medium armor and a shield.
Some medium armor. Good. All right.
I want to find things that look cool.
You want to find things that look cool. All right. Let me pull up my list of things real quick. Wasn't prepared for a shopping episode, as you could probably tell.
Dude, you should always be prepared for a shopping episode.
I really should. But here I am with my pants down once more.
God, bro. Always being caught with your pants down. Like, maybe next time I should bring, like, a camera or something.
Shut the fuck up, Jared.
Jared.
Me?
Jared.
Jared's the one that went, yo.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, he did it purposely behind you. No one heard him.
Let's go, Jared.
Okay.
Where are we going?
I didn't like that.
I didn't think that far ahead. Bathhouse? I don't know.
Hey, yo.
Yo, and Draka's first bath ever in the entire campaign.
No.
All right.
Got that, odor. I can't. We'll continue. I can't think of the word.
Okay. Journey entering this forge. Yeah, due to the kind of earlier hours of the morning, there's only like 2 or 3 people in here. One of them seems to be going in and out of a back room. 2 of them look to be dwarven. The third looks to be probably teenage human boy. But the 2 dwarves seem to be kind of preoccupied they're prepping for the morning. Kind of, one of them's beginning the fire within the forge. The other one is polishing a couple of weapons that are off to the side, kind of pulling them out of this kind of showcase that they're in. Individually taking them out, polishing them, and kind of setting them back in as you kind of enter the shop or guild. They haven't noticed you come in, though.
Good morning. Are you open?
The one kind of polishing stuff off kind of turns and kind of, for a moment, pauses, is like not expecting anyone yet, and kind of quickly kind of puts away the sword that he's polishing and says, yes, we're open. We weren't expecting anyone this early.
Well, early bird gets the best selection of pieces, so.
I don't think birds look for, weapons. But
There was a guy for a while before you. He was a bird. Oh crap!
That is correct. I have been mistaken.
I forgot there's a race of bird people. My mistake.
Have a good day.
Yeah. Walks out, never comes back.
I was looking for some upgrades to some medium armor and pick up a shield.
Oh, you're in luck. We just got a couple made the other day that didn't get picked up by the person they were supposed to get it to. Yes. And he kind of gestures to follow him over to kind of this it's like an additional chamber kind of extending off of this one, and within you see there are just walls covered in like various pieces of armor. Multiple of that, like there's several pieces, these very fine kind of like silver and iron pieces that seem to have labels attached to them, kind of like almost like a tag. It's essentially like going to the dry cleaners and having like a tag on your shirt. It's essentially what they've done with these armor pieces. You see various different names on them of like probably different people who've come in to get their armor repaired or cleaned. And he kind of goes over to a selection where there's not any of these tags on any of the armor, and you can see on the wall there's some chainmail. Chainmail's heavy. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, you see chainmail. There's a few breastplates. There's a couple half plates, plate armor. There's one armor that looks to be. It almost looks a slight bit more archaic. Kind of these spikes extruding from the shoulders, and some of the edges of it look to be a little sharpened or pointed in some ways. You also notice there's other types of armor. There's a full set of like heavy plate armor. There's some studded leather as well. A few like pieces of like a set of padded armor, stuff like that. And he kind of gestures the wall and says, "Do any of these meet your fancy?"
I've ran with leather for so long, not terribly familiar with styles of medium armor. I hear half plate's pretty good. What would you recommend?
Personally, I wear much heavier armor when I need armor. But for a lighter fit, the half plate works very well. This spiked armor, and he kind of gestures to the spiked armor. He says, "It sometimes wards off more intelligent individuals from trying to strike you in certain ways, but it doesn't always work with beasts. If that makes sense."
Yo, it's E-Roll. I temporarily forgot you existed. Let's go.
Oh, he's back.
Oh, yes. The Gremlin Owl is returned.
You are wandering the city right now by yourself.
Do I at least have Toothless with me?
Yes, you have Toothless with you. You and Toothless kind of just bailed on the party and walked off without them noticing you left.
I would be looking for a shop that may have some animal equipment like saddles or collars.
We can get to that in a minute. All right. But
Okay.
yes, he mentions the plate, the half plate, and the spiked armor.
And she'll say, "Do you do any bartering?" I'm not familiar if the guild is open to barter.
You say bartering? I want to double check what you said. Okay. I heard bartering, but I was not entirely sure if that's actually what I heard. He kind of nods a little bit, kind of. We do a bit of bartering, depending on what's to offer and what is currently in stock.
Okay. We just returned from the meat grinder. I have some goods that I would like to try to offload if possible.
When you say the meat grinder, there's a mixture of fascination, a bit of fear in there, not of you, but of the idea of the place, and almost confusion of like, why the hell would you go there? He says, sure, what is it that you have that you're wanting to get rid of?
Some studded leather armor for sale. Let's see. Also have some improved studded leather. I know, like I said, I'm coming from a studded leather background. This whole world of medium armor is new to me, my friend. I have this one's special. I picked it up from a Fletcher back in the meat grinder. This is a hand crossbow of certain death.
Oh. Interesting. He kind of gestures to the crossbow.
It impedes the target. Well, I don't need to tell you what that enchantment means. I'm sure you have encountered such a thing before.
Only once or twice. Usually it's a blade, but this one is interesting. And he kind of, as he kind of looks over the crossbow, kind of almost like looks down the sights of it and kind of plays around with it for a moment. Not firing anything, but kind of just like getting a feel for it in his hands and kind of nods.
Only lightly used. I found that the other crossbow I picked up at the Fletcher, showing off my dragon wing hand crossbow, was a better fit for me personally.
That seems you all have found quite a bit of interesting items. He kind of gestures for a table that, like, there's that kind of table off to the side to kind of put down the leather as he kind of sets down the hand crossbow and kind of starts doing some thinking.
Yeah, I'll set down the leather sets and the hand crossbow, and then I'll set down a normal crossbow, normal hand crossbow as well. And while I'm clearing out inventory, I don't need much for this, but it's just a bag of holdings. I can hold a lot, but I think it's healthy to occasionally kind of liquidate your stock, and then I'll put that on the table as well.
Where are you guys at?
They're in a forge guild at the moment.
Where the fuck do they?
He kind of nods and he just says, "Well, You kind of, I could just probably give you the armor just for the crossbow and this enchanted studded leather. For the other two items that you have, I could probably pay you 100 gold pieces."
That sounds like a perfectly fair transaction to me. I'm sorry, I never got your name.
Fuck.
Oh fuck! I'm perfectly.
No, that was the DM speaking. That was not the player. That was not the character.
This guy's a player? Oh shit. Get ready, boys.
Oh fuck.
Boss fight.
I'm gonna pull a random name from somewhere.
Random?
A random name.
Hey, yo, Evan, can you do me a favor? Look at your Discord DMs, please. Thanks.
Excuse me, I'm playing Stardew. Can you fuck
Oh,
off?
it's a quick question. I asked you a quick question.
He says the name is Gil.
Gil at the guild.
Yes, Gil at the guild.
I thought you said kill. I was like, it's a little on the nose, isn't it?
Nice to meet you, Gil. I'm Journey. I'm out from Orion Bay. I've been doing some adventuring over the past few months.
It's a very nice town.
I like to think so. Been through here once or twice. A friend of mine lives down the road. Her father was something of an engineer, Tabaxi.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
really
he passed recently.
Yes.
The boy with Arfstad.
Yes, really sad that happened.
She's my friend. She's out there trying to get revenge on whoever killed him. So we just parted.
Right.
He nods and just says, "Well, I hope she's able to achieve what she's trying to achieve."
So do I.
That man did not need to die so soon as he did.
I'll have to be twice as strong now that she's not here. So, I was also in the market for a shield. If you have anything.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. And he kind of turns over to a chest, a very large chest. Like you could hide like 10 of this dude in this chest. Like there's a lot of space in this chest. And he pulls out this kind of just plain kind of iron shield. He says, "This is mostly what we have for our selection. There are a few with little engravings, but they don't do anything. This should do the job fairly well. If you want us to do anything with it, we can, but
yeah, I'll just kind of like take the my symbol around my neck, my I'm sorry, my symbol of faith. I'm an adherent of Savanath. I was wondering if you might be able to engrave her symbol into it. I understand like a lot of clerics and the like do that. I'm kind of new to this whole thing.
He kind of nods and kind of looks over the symbol for a moment and says, "If you give me about 2 hours, I can get the engravings done."
Sounds wonderful. How much would it cost?
Let's just I'll keep the 100 gold and I'll give it to you for free.
That works for me. I'll be sure to recommend you to my friends up north, should they be coming this way.
He nods and says, well, I look forward to the business then. And it was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well, Gil.
And gives you a nod and kind of carries the shield out into the forge. By this point, the fire's started, and the room itself is getting very, very warm, as most forges do once they've started up.
I have that weak fire resistance.
Yes. But you now have half-plate armor.
And then, what's shield did we set? Bog standard?
It's a standard shield, yeah. So when you come back, you'll get your shield. But you can add it to your inventory for now.
Yeah, so just shield.
Yes,
basically.
just shield. It is just a shield. It'll be a fancy shield with your engraving on it, but it'll be a shield.
Okay.
We're gonna jump
Between
to
the item, my armor class will jump up to 19 from 16. Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you, Trinket, my love.
You're also welcome for accompanying you.
Thank you.
Errol, you and
Oh,
your
wait.
Hmm?
Shit, okay.
Oh, what did you want?
Quarterstaff.
Oh,
That's what I was going to be. If he has a staff of striking, I'll have to find this man.
You're not gonna find a quarterstaff in a forge.
Okay, I didn't remember where we
Yeah.
were. Okay. What about a good dagger, or or crossbow?
I just sold a crossbow.
Well, okay. Well,
Sold 2 crossbows.
better crossbow.
Aren't you a mage?
Yeah, but I mean, since I'm here,
Most of my mages carry crossbows. Not gonna lie.
that's what I have proficiency with. So, what?
I'll tell Leo, as I walk out from the back, you know, if you're looking for crossbows, he's got some.
Good ones?
Yeah, crossbows. You in the market?
Yes, the crossbow is certain death now. That he
Hold
can
on.
sell.
Question: what counts as light? Because in my proficiencies, it just says light.
For armor,
Like
so
sunlight or... Oh, it's armor. Okay.
yeah,
okay.
so like leather armor, studded leather, stuff like that.
Okay. Also
Yeah.
that stuff, but I doubt I'll find that in the forge.
Studded leather.
He had leather armor in there.
Stock.
Yo.
Like it wasn't armor that he made, but he had like they polish armor and fix armor, so like they do a little bit of leather work.
All right. All right. Time to roleplay. All right.
Okay.
All right, good. I am looking for. I don't know if you had this. I've been in another world, so to speak. I don't suppose you got any crossbows, light armor, daggers, darts. Any of those? They must be of quality. As you can see, I am a person.
Leo, I literally just
Standards.
that stuff.
You cut out. Can you say that again?
Jerry says, Leo, I literally just sold some stuff.
I saw what you've been carrying. I'm sure he has better stuff. Not any disrespect, of course.
I have this set of hat plate just for trading in my studded leather and a really fancy crossbow.
Well, you already sold it, so I'm talking to this fine gentleman right here.
No, I'm okay. And he's up for barter.
I'm gonna be honest, Chief. I don't know what you just said. Continue, Tyler.
Oh, me? Oh. I was like, who are you talking to? What's happening?
Where am I?
Where am I? Who am I? What's happening?
Who is this?
what
kind of people are you?
Humanity.
Oh, the humanity.
What kind of shop is this? Patrick.
Beautiful symphony. What is this noise? The universe.
Leo, anytime Leo is playing music.
He kind of glances around, just kind of, well, in those categories. We just, as your friend did mention, I only have those crossbows. We don't necessarily make those here.
I do an insight check on him, see if he's a good shopkeep. And by good, I mean like quality weapons, holds himself to a good standard, those types of things.
Yeah, roll an
He's a
insight check.
shopkeep. What the? You think he's gonna be in a suit and tie?
No.
He's working in a
Just
forge. The dude's
quality
dressed in like
stuff.
a forge apron and
The
like
quality,
work clothes.
I'm mostly asking about the quality.
Okay.
Ooh, don't have to
Where's my
get
insight?
snappy.
I got an 18. Not for a lack of my dice trying to fuck me over.
Looking around the room, and looking at him as well, you can tell he may not be the most presentable individual on the planet, but he definitely does take pride in his work. You do see that a lot of the blades that are. It's probably.
Takes pride.
It probably takes it. What you can tell, a lot of it is better quality than what you've seen, especially in like some parts of the meat grinder.
That's good.
Like,
let's go.
Okay. And with that inside check too, you do kind of get the idea, though he doesn't specialize in anything enchanted by any means. You do see there are daggers, there are kind of simple darts, things of that nature. As you had seen before, there are, or as you'd heard before, he does have leather armor. He has studded leather. He has a couple other sets of armor as well.
He is studded +1 now.
Yeah,
to my knowledge, is there another shop in this area that would sell things akin to light armor?
There, you would know there is a leatherwork guild. They would sell leather armor as well. This one, they just have it because people have sold it to them. Because most people, when they trade out their armor, they're not going to go to the leatherwork and then go to the forge. So,
I am though, because I'm not wearing armor.
I'm just saying,
this is
that's pretty good armor.
This is player to DM. I'm kind of retarded. Do they usually make crossbows? Do they usually make crossbows and darts in a forge?
No. There would be a special shop, like you would either be a weapons guild or maybe a fletching guild, where they specifically work on bows, crossbows, and arrows.
They might have those daggers you're looking for, though.
Yeah, the daggers here, of course, but everything else probably somewhere else.
Yeah, you do notice he has there's a couple daggers that you can clearly see.
To my knowledge, is there one of those shops in this town, and two, an enchanter's shop of some sort?
Roll. Oh, you've been. Yeah, roll a history check.
History check. That's what I was expecting. History check. Guess what that does for me? Nothing. I have +0. And would you look at that? I got a fucking 2.
You don't recall anything about Springfield. You know you've been here once, but you don't remember anything. It was such a long time ago.
Nah, it shouldn't have been too long. It must have been because I was pissed drunk. All right, Journey. I cannot recall the shops in this place. Do you know of any shops that specialize in crossbows, light armor, quarterstaffs, darts?
I mean, that's a pretty wide range of stuff. You'd probably be looking at multiple shops. Can I do, what? What kind of check would that be to recall that kind of information?
I'd say history to remember that specific stuff. Forge is easy to find, but the things you were asking for are a little more in depth. Yes.
Only gotten I haven't really even been through here that many times, and even when I did, it was mainly just going straight to the tavern.
What about you, shopkeep? Do you know of any Do not worry, I still plan on buying here. Of course, there are things here that I need. However, you don't have everything I need. Do you know of any other place in this town that would have the things I'm looking for? Crossbow, light armor, darts, quarterstaffs.
I do know that there is an individual that sells he makes his own crossbows and sells them over at the Adventurers Guild down the road. For the
Crossbows.
quarterstaff, you could probably get one from the Woodworking Guild. Even though most of their stuff usually is crates and barrels and things, they do have a few quarterstaffs down there I know of.
Are they of quality? I see you take your art to a high standard. I know you don't know anything about wood, but I want to get your opinion on the quality of their quarterstaffs.
A lot of the monks from Grandhelm tend to get their quarterstaffs from there when they come through. So,
Alrighty then, that solves that problem. What about light armor and darts?
well, I have a few things of light armor here, as well as a couple of darts. They're not my specialty. I'm better with blades, but they do the job. And for the light armor, we have a few pieces of leather, as well as the enchanted studded that your friend sold us, or traded to us. Other than that, there is a leatherwork guild down the road as well that does a bit of nicer pieces of armor than what we probably have here.
Alright, well, in the meantime, I'd like to look at your daggers.
Kind of pushes off the table and kind of walks over to one of the display cases and begins to kind of rummages through it for a moment before pulling out. It's kind of like a fairly large box. As he kind of opens it up, you see a collection of daggers within it. And he says, whatever ones you want, we can sharpen before you take them from us. They tend to dull a little bit while they're in the box, but once they're sharpened up, they should be good to go for a long time.
Alright. Player DM, what kind of daggers are in there?
It's a lot of standard daggers, like very nice, smooth blades, roughly about 6 inches in length. There are one or two in there that look to be a bit fancier. One of them looks to be like a curved blade of some sort, almost similar to a karambit. Not quite, the hilt's not quite the same, but it's similar, kind of a curved blade. The other one looks almost like a sacrificial blade of some sort, kind of this zigzagging blade, roughly about 5-ish inches in length.
Do they line up at all with any of the normal D&D daggers that are in like D&D Beyond?
They would be considered the dagger. It would just be the simple
Straight
dagger.
up dagger.
Yeah, straight up dagger.
Not a dagger +2 or whatever.
No, they look to just be right. You can tell none of them are enchanted anyway. There's no carvings or anything. There's just the two that look kind of fancy. The rest look like simple daggers.
So they're the same as the ones that I have, essentially.
Yes.
Damn. Okay. Well, unfortunately, there's no enchanted either, is there?
We don't. This town's not really known for a lot of enchanting. The shop of which your friend had mentioned, the one Tabaxi had died recently, who owned it, they did a little bit of enchanting, but I don't know if they're doing it anymore, considering that was more his thing and not his wife's.
Cricket's mother might have some stock left over. Leo.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I don't see anything here that piques my interest.
What a dick.
Hey, look, I thought he had some other daggers. I thought he would at least have a +2 dagger.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have some cool shit. What the fuck?
This is all just
But
basic
I
shit.
have 2 normal fucking daggers. What am I gonna do? Buy another one?
This peasant town doesn't have cool shit? What the fuck?
Hey, look, man.
It's almost
Yeah.
like they're at war.
Hey, look, man. Leo wouldn't care about that. I
Hey,
should.
Leo.
That makes sense.
Grab a dag venom.
You're gonna have to repeat that. You were cutting out.
I said, Journey said, you ever hear of a dagger of venom?
Damn, would I? I know I have.
Arcane check.
Arcane check. Ooh, I've never had to do one of those. So that means it's probably gonna not go so well. What is Arcana?
Go well.
+0. Who'd have thought? Oops.
It's an intelligence-based stat. I don't expect you to be proficient.
True. Yeah, would you look at that? I got an 11. I haven't rolled higher than an 11 all fucking day.
You've heard the name. You've heard of a dagger of venom. You don't know what it. You assume it adds poison, but you're not exactly 100%. You've never seen one. You've never been able to identify one. Like if you had a lineup of daggers, you would not be able to tell which one was the dagger of venom.
All right, Journey. I have indeed heard of a dagger of venom. What do you take me for? Someone wouldn't.
Journey will pull out her dagger of venom. So you want to try it out? Take it on alone?
Sure. Who am I trying it out on?
An arrow
Right.
poison proof.
What?
If you're looking, it seems like I have a lack of what you're looking for, and I was trying to be nice and offer you.
I'll take it. You said try it out. I don't know if this is a lend or.
I'll lend it to you. Journey hasn't used it for a while.
Talk to
But
yourself about it.
she's going to lend you.
I didn't know if that was Journey speaking, and I was like, what?
I hate all of you.
That was.
Look. He was the one who talks about himself in the third person. What was I supposed to do? Not talk about it? I mean, even even Leo doesn't speak about himself in the third person.
Journey will hand over a sheathed dagger of venom to Leo.
Thank you. I want to unsheath it, and upon the inevitable discovery that it is not green, go, "Aw, man," and then put it back in.
Well, it turns black when it's poisoned.
All right, never mind. He's gonna pog.
He just.
He's gonna pog.
He's gonna pog.
Add that to your inventory, my friend.
All right, what is it? Does it actually appear in the D&D
Yeah,
Beyond?
it's a real thing.
You said
You think he made this
dagger
up?
of venom? Oh shit! It's fucking blue. Let's go.
Why am I picturing the picture like the two guys pointing behind them, like the drawing? That's the face I'm picturing off of Leo. Is that face?
I wanna hold my hand out to Journey to shake it and say, actually, do you accept the handshake?
Journey does.
Touched you with it.
Say that again.
Journey.
What?
Journey
Stop
takes
speaking
it.
on top-
Journey takes it. That's what he said.
Ernie takes it. That's
Okay.
what he said.
It keeps cutting out for me, bro. I'm sorry.
It cut out for us too. It's just I understand cutout.
All right.
I
Thank you
understand.
for the dagger. This actually is this is a nice dagger. Thank you.
Dealing with Zoob for so long.
I love that Evan got a kick out of me saying I understand cutout. Thank you for that.
Hey, I don't think it was the fact that I couldn't tell what he was saying. I think it was the fact that people were trying to speak on top of him.
But anyway, so now you've done that, I assume you are leaving the shop?
Yeah, the next place I want to head to is preferably the Leather Guild first, but I'm
Well,
sure
we're first going to do Errol's
Errol.
thing.
Yeah,
'Cause,
that's-
yeah. So, Errol, you said you want to look for a place for a collar and a saddle?
Yo, he's going goth. Let's go.
It would be a collar, saddle, and then probably either a weapon shop for more replenishment of daggers.
Well,
It's the fucking bow staff place.
in the running around you did the day prior, you do know that there is a guild that kind of specializes in horse care in traveling. Like they have like saddles and carts and everything else. Like they build these things. You know that they have those things. You probably guess they could probably rig up something as a collar. But that's one option. The other place is the leatherwork place. You don't know if they have any saddles, but you do know that they can make various things with leather.
Yeah, I'll probably go to the leather place then. That's my best bet.
Okay. You kind of go to the shop. A lot of people kind of avoiding your path, kind of people dispersing as a giant dog is walking behind you that looks quite fierce, even though he is...
He's the best. He's the goodest boy.
He's like... It's like a dude perusing a store. Like, he's just kind of vibing. He's doing his thing, you know? But you enter this guild. You see a large group of individuals in here. Kind of, you can see into the stables that they have various horses, as well as kind of a shop where they have, like, in the process, a cart being assembled and built. In here, it looks to be there's a lot of elves. There's a couple furbolgs. There's a minotaur that seems to be working on putting together the wagon. And one of the people that's kind of in the front, one of the first people to kind of notice you come in is this kind of halfling woman that's been... You can see she's overlooking this desk that seems quite tall for her, but you do kind of realize after a moment, because you hear a wobbling behind the desk, she's standing on a stool in order to even look onto this desk. And as she kind of notices you do notice there's a bit wobble as she kind of like tries to maneuver to be able to like speak to you, and then you hear you see her like disappear out of sight. You hear kind of hit the ground, not like in a way of like falling, but like landing on her feet, the stool clumbering behind her somewhere, before she kind of patters around the desk and kind of meets you halfway. She doesn't seem to care that you have a giant dog with you.
Let's go.
And she kind of comes up and she says, "Oh, how can we help you?"
Hi. I'm in the business of getting a collar for him, and maybe even a saddle.
A collar.
Or something that would make riding on top of it a little more comfortable.
What languages do you speak?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That is a good question, isn't it? Isn't it?
Let me see.
But I bet I could beat you to finding it.
Up.
You don't have to.
Well, I don't have D&D Beyond pulled up, so yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Stardew.
You wouldn't understand her. She kind of turns and shouts back to some of the other people. One of the elves kind of makes his way out of the workshop and kind of stops at the top of the steps, kind of looking over Toothless for a moment before turning to her, and she simply says, "Do we have a saddle that could fit his companion?" And he kind of looks over at Toothless for a moment, kind of sizes up for a moment, and kind of... You see him kind of pull out this, like, tape measure. Kind of like this just, like, bundle of just, like... It's not even like the ones that roll up themselves. It's just like the strip that he just kind of pulls out of a bag in a ball.
I'll tell Toothless to sit when he's doing this.
And he says, he's not going to try to bite me or anything, right?
He shouldn't, and I'll tell him, Toothless, be friendly.
He just kind of, like, clicks his jaw at you. That's, like, it. Like, you know how dogs, like, click their teeth?
Yeah.
That's all he does. It's just a quick click, and then he just kind of sits there and looks at the dude, and the dude kind of hesitates for a moment, kind of begins kind of doing these, like, measurements and stuff, like, checking a few things. There's a moment or two that you see... You could... Toothless definitely takes after you in some things. You see every so often he'll, like, do a quick movement. It's not even anything big. It's like a twitch, and the dude jumps. He's like, he clearly has nothing that he wants to do to this dude. He just really thinks it's funny to mess with him. Dogs have a sense of humor, too.
Like father, like son.
Yes.
Loved it.
And the dude actually gets the measurements and kind of turns and says, I'll check what we have in the back. And kind of hurries off into the workshop, kind of not even trying to put away this like tape measure into his bag, just straight up just rushes out. And a few minutes passes. The one halfling lady kind of moving forward and kind of like showing great interest in him and actually like gently petting him, and he actually kind of
I'll
like
hand her some of the beads if she wants to.
she kind of gestures away from it, like she's good. She just wants to pet him, kind of scratching his side. And she actually at one point kind of hits that sweet spot, makes a leg kick. You know, as you do with dogs.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
And after a few minutes, the guy does come back with this. It almost looks like a miniature horse's saddle. Like, it is the perfect fit for you to have like for your size of saddle. With the straps and everything, it does look to have on the saddle 2 little kind of tiny little saddle bags on them, as well as a place that one could put a sword or a quarterstaff, kind of like a not a sheath of some sort, but almost like a holster of some sort. And he kind of brings it over to you and kind of hands it to you, and then pulls out as well from his bag this kind of freshly cut leather strip that has a buckle attached to it, and hands that to you as well. And he just says, these should fit based on the measurements I took. Give or take a few inches, but I did add an extra bit of slack just in case.
Appreciated. How much do I owe you? As I'll ask him this as I'm fitting this onto Toothless to see if he's good with it.
I'd say 50-ish gold pieces.
Is that 50 gold? We want to happen to know of a place I could get a dog tag put on here, so at least people know his name.
I'd probably suggest either the Forge or maybe one of possibly the other shops, but the Forge does most of the metal work here.
Would the Forge have quarterstaffs or daggers or darts? Not daggers, not darts.
He would have darts. The quarterstaffs probably would be with the Woodworking Guild.
Thank you for your time. And then Arrow's just gonna, with Toothless now strapped up,
Yeah, we're gonna meet up at the
make.
place.
How long were you guys at the other place?
I have no idea.
If you're going straight to the Forge from this point, you would catch them as Leo is finishing his business.
Yeah, I'd probably head there.
Okay.
At least get the dog tag on him. Get him tagged, and then make my...
As you all exit, you find Arrow riding Toothless with a saddle and everything.
Journey will lean over and look at Toothless. Oh, he looks so cute.
I'm off to get him a dog tag, so people will know his name.
Yo, you gonna send him off to war?
Are we going to war? Wait, we're already in
Dog
war.
tags. Dog tags. I mean, we're not in the war.
That's true. After I make this quick stop, I'm heading down to the Woodworking Guild to get some quarterstaffs.
That's where we're heading right... Wait, no, we're not. We're going to the leather place. Forget that.
Oh, I was just
We're going to
there.
the woodworking place after...
No, you were at the stable and like the traveling guild. Travelers Guild.
No, I went to the leather place.
I sent you to the Travelers Guild. Whoops.
Oh no.
It's fine.
It works out. It's
Boy,
fine.
Quarterstaffs.
What?
Journey says boys want one thing and it's quarterstaffs.
Boys want one thing
I'm
in its
a monk,
quarters.
so it makes sense. I doubt they have a staff of striking them.
So Arrow, what do you think of my new armor? She kind of does like a little half turn in her half.
I was just about to say, Arrow would do the little finger gesture for you to spin.
Spin.
When you at first when I heard finger gesture, I was expecting him to do finger guns.
Pew, pew, pew.
That
Thank
looks
you,
very
Tyler,
nice.
for doing the sound effects.
You
I
welcome.
traded in enchanted items for it, so I got
Ooh,
it.
bougie.
Pretty expensive, and let's see, gave Leo my dagger and venom. I haven't used in hot minutes, so he's pretty happy about that. And I'm getting a shield engraved.
What are you getting engraved on it?
Just my holy symbol. Nothing special. Just might as well make it official.
You are a cleric, so it suits you.
Yeah, hopefully I'll go down a little bit less and have to be a little stronger now that Trinket's in the picture. For the time being, anyway.
We finally get to save some some healing spells.
I heard from Gil, it's a blacksmith in the shop we just came from, that Trinket's old man used to enchant items. Maybe if you asked her mother, your dad might still have some enchanted items in stock.
Isn't Andraka a artificer? He might be able to enchant some stuff for us as well. Think about it.
Not most personable. I was about to say,
What'd you say? You said he's less personable?
yeah, he's not the most personal person I've run into. For all I know, he could be personable for lizard folk, but I don't know what his motivation is.
Knowing him, it's probably just to watch the world burn. Foreshadowing. Anyways.
All right.
Good luck with the dog tag setch. I guess I'm getting dragged home to other works.
You guys have fun with that. I guess I'll meet you at the quarterstaff place.
Guess you will, because we're going to the leather place right now. I think after I want to go to the quarterstaff place.
Oh, are you taking the lead?
No, this is player to player.
Oh, okay. I would have expected you to say that.
Yeah, when I take a more serious tone like I am right now, that's not Leo. Absolutely not. Leo does not take serious tones.
Really? No way.
That's
It
absurd.
sounds like you're doing
hypothetical? Yes.
Yes.
No, not
yeah.
hypothetical.
No.
Sarcasm.
I
No, it
would.
sounds like you're doing sarcasm.
I would
And,
never.
like, sarcasm is something that Leo completely understands. It's not something that I 100% get right now, especially since I'm, all my
Never.
mental RAM is not on the same thing right now.
Never.
So, I'm gonna need you to cut it out, sir.
Errol being sarcastic? Who would have thought?
Oh my god, that's absurd.
No,
that's against his character.
I feel like right now, Evan's the one that's more sarcastic than Errol currently. But I don't know. That might be bigotry right there. I have no idea.
Anyways, as the three of you walk off, while Errol and his companion are at the door of the forge.
Hold on. There's two other people with us?
No, it's you, Journey, and Cal.
Whoa, Cal's been here the whole time?
Yeah, Cal hasn't said anything. He's just kind of been off in his own world, kind of following you guys.
Yo, we got a fucking shadow over here. What the hell is this?
Cal is in deep thought because of everything that has happened to him in the last few days. So
he's in
He needs a
Wonderland.
deep thought, personally, if I were to guess.
But Errol, you go into the forge. We're not gonna roleplay this one. It's not hard.
The dude's not going to be shocked by the dog.
He'd be surprised. The whole forge would be surprised. Like the third person's now in there, and they're just like, they all kind of. You hear like one of them hit like their hammer down on like an anvil, and then there's just like a dead silence as you kind of wander in.
Oh yeah,
They'll just be telling Toothless to just sit.
his name is Gil.
Do you happen to be related to Gil Thunder?
No.
Oh. Okay. Anyways, I'm looking for a dog tag, and that's the RP will end there, I guess.
Yep. We'll say
Dart.
he's able to get it to you. It's a silver
Does he have
piece.
darts.
Yes, and you can get darts.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
that'd be it.
The darts, he would have ended up charging you. You could get if you wanted to spend a gold piece, you could get, that is 20 darts.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah,
For
20.
how often I use them, yeah.
Yeah, 20 darts for a gold piece. So a gold piece and then a silver piece for the dog tag, because the dog tag's not a hard thing to do. And it probably takes him.
Electrum.
It takes him like 20 minutes to make the dog tag. Because it's a very quick carving job.
I hope
Wait.
he chuckles at the name Toothless.
I'm gonna roll a dice to see if he does. He seems more confused by it than anything else, but you know, he's not one to judge.
I love it.
All right, you all go to the leather shop. Inside the leather shop, a few elven individuals kind of working in here. Most of them in the back. There's one kind of sitting at this front counter, kind of looking over this leather chest plate that they have in front of them. And they kind of glance up to you, and then kind of look back to the armor and just says, "Can I help you?" Leo, this is it. This is your RP.
Leo.
Oh, what? Sorry? Huh? I
You
thought it
enter
was
the leather.
Harold.
You enter the leather shop. No, you are the one that wants the leather shop. You enter the leather
alright.
shop. There's a couple elves in the back. There's one in the front who's looking at an armor piece. He glanced up at you and then looked back at the armor. And without looking at you, he just says, "How can I help you?"
Well, I think it's... You're gonna find this crazy, but I'm looking for some leather armor.
That is crazy. What kind of armor are you looking for?
It's a match.
The good ones. This is me to player to DM. Like, what kind of leather armor is there? I'm looking for the best there is.
There's
that I can
studded
grab.
leather and there's regular leather. Those are the only two pieces of
What's
armor
gonna-
that...
Okay, that's kind of what I figured. What's gonna give me the highest AC?
Studded.
Looking for that's still under the light
Yes.
proficiency, right? Okay.
Yes.
I'm looking for some good studded leather armor.
What languages do you speak?
I speak. I'm pretty sure it's just Celestial and Common. Give me 1 second. It is. Oh, computers. Yep, Celestial and Common.
Why do I keep thinking Leo's an elf? He's not an elf. He's a fucking whatchamacallit. What are they called? The angel people.
Dickhead angel.
A dickhead angel, yeah. And ASMR, yeah, he's an ASMR. That's right. I keep forgetting that.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. My computer's fucking up. I think I'm gonna have to restart it.
Yeah, I'm hearing your voice do funny things.
All right, yeah, give me like 2 minutes. Oh, whoa! It fixed itself.
All right, we can keep going. He shouts something into the back. You don't quite understand it. You do recognize it as Elvish, but you don't understand what he says. And
Can I do an intelligence check, investigation?
No.
You know what? No, I'm gonna do an insight check. I'm gonna measure his Can I measure his body language and see if it was aggressive or like see if he's annoyed with me and whatever. What? Can I just do an insight check?
Sure, roll an insight check.
Right. Let's go. Okay, glitched out. Give me a second. Oh my god. Can someone roll this for me? It's not working. It's a +8.
How the fuck? All right.
What do I get?
I rolled a nat 20. What the fuck?
No, I'll take the nat 20. That's the
Yeah.
best roll I've gotten all day.
Okay. You can tell he doesn't want to be here. Clearly he's working because he has to. It's not anything to do with you. Your presence is definitely adding to it, but it's not you that's causing this. It could be anyone that could come in here and he'd still be irritated.
This is what I'm gonna do. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna continue because I haven't thought of anything. Continue.
So, a few moments pass before this kind of older elven lady comes out. They clearly look to be related in some way, and she brings out this very nice, like recently, because leather oil or leather armor, you kind of oil the leather to keep it that slick look.
Leo's always leathered or oil.
Always leather, always lathered. You mean not leathered? Lathered.
Sure.
Okay.
So, Leo would understand.
Man,
I'm kidding.
this a very nice looking set of studded leather armor, and she kind of sets it down on the counter. She says something to him, and he kind of rolls his eyes as her. She kind of walks it back into the back. He looks back to you, setting the armor down that he had. And
Inspecting this armor, what is it? Just straight up
it's
leather armor?
studded leather armor. It is straight studded
straight
leather
up
armor. Yeah.
I'll whisper to Leo. Remember, I left some +1 studded leather armor back with Gil. I'm sure he'd be happy to adjust it for you.
You got anything else here? Anything potentially? Alright, hold on. I'm looking at the actual studded leather armor stuff. So that's a class 12. That's also a class 12. And that's also a class 12. Would you look at that? Wow. That's so much difference here. That's crazy. What's the fucking difference between studded leather and smolding armor? Studded leather.
Smolding. That is an enchanted set of armor.
It's not. It's white. It's just
It's just smoky for some reason.
Yeah, it's literally just like in the comments. It's the exact same almost.
No. It is enchanted armor. It is cosmetically enchanted. It is not. It has no mechanical use.
Do you have anything enchanted here?
No.
God damn it. Okay. Well, let's see here. Okay. Give some bigger guns. I'm gonna just walk out.
He shakes his head and slides the armor under the desk.
Just go back to Gil's.
No, I want to go to the enchanters. That's really what I'm.
He literally has what you're looking for because I sold it to him.
Yeah, I understand. I'm gonna put my hands on her shoulders. Say, I understand. However, most of the thing I'm looking for is enchanted, so we should go to the enchanters.
I mean, out of technicality, it's enchanted.
Yes, but on the other hand, we should go to the enchanters first.
Fine. And if you don't find it there, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you should go to Gil's," and you'll be like, "No," and then
No, I will agree because then there's nowhere else to go.
Okay.
He has to exhaust all options before.
Yeah.
Look,
clearly.
look. The forge has the worst option. Well, not the worst. This was the worst, but the second worst. Technically,
Debatable.
right now is the best. Sorry, I misspoke. The forge has the best option right now. However, there is a high chance that the enchanter's place would have even better options because nothing is enchanted from anywhere I've went, including the forge with daggers.
Okay, let's go to the enchanters.
All right, you're going
All right.
to Trinket's mom's place.
You know, that's actually a good idea. I'm surprised you came up with that all on your own.
All right. You go back to the shop of which you had left the day before.
What?
The
Wait,
shop
we just
that
went to
the Trinket went into. Trinket's mom's shop is the one that's the enchanters.
Oh, yeah, no, I was paying too much attention to my cards.
Yeah, so you re-enter the shop, finding it to be open this time, unlike before where she had to pick the lock. Behind the counter, you see this kind of older tabaxi lady, similar fur to Trinket. There definitely is a kind of sorrowful aura coming off of her.
Yeah, I wonder why.
But she does, as you kind of come in, does kind of try to straighten up and kind of correct her demeanor, if that makes sense.
Journey will approach the desk and put down 52. I'm put down 50 gold on it.
What the hell? Was that gonna count for my what I'm looking for?
No, I'm just giving her gold.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you should stand in the back because she will probably take me as a sucker as well. So maybe.
I'm not doing that. I'm just. I'm putting down a pouch of 50 gold. I'll say Trinket gave me some cash that she purloined before she headed out, and I thought you might be able to use some of this better than I could.
Can I butt in here, DM?
Sure.
I'm gonna put my arm on the table, look over, like, the cool guy pose, and say, and coming off of Trinket, I hope you won't try to swindle me, because I'm looking for some good enchanted weapons and armor here.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was the douchiest.
I'm just gonna elbow him in the stomach.
She kind of looks at the money. She didn't even acknowledge him at first, and just kind of looks to you and just says, "I can't take the money from you."
Alright, I'll take it. Don't worry.
Me and Trinket are more than just friends, so you might as well be family to me.
I'm gonna whisper with my hand just like on the. You know how some people whisper? They put their hand on one side of their face.
Are you putting it on the wrong side of your face? But like,
I'm putting it on the correct side of my face so that it's whispering to her and say, "They kissed each other." He said in whispering tone, they kissed each other.
Her eyes kind of shoot over to you. Yeah, her eyes kind of shoot over to you for a second. And she kind of looks back down at the money and almost reluctantly kind of takes it and kind of moves it into like a small chest behind the counter. She takes a moment. She kind of looks towards you, Leo, and says, "We don't have many enchanted weapons here. We haven't in a while, considering my husband was the one who did most of that. I do have a few enchanted rings and jewels, but other than that, there's not too much in here of the magical nature."
But you do have some enchanted stuff. On another note, but similar, how did your husband learn his trade?
I thought you were gonna ask her, how did your husband die? I think I would have lost.
No, don't worry. Leo does not care.
Damn.
Even worse.
Oh, even fucking worse. She.
Hey, that's only out. It would only be worse if it was outwardly apparent, which it is not.
She says he learned it from his father.
So there's no book.
Sorry, his grandfather. I said the wrong person. His grandfather.
And I don't suppose there are any books left over that either of them wrote things like their trade in them.
No.
But that stuff.
You may still be able to find his grandfather out there somewhere. Just haven't seen him in some time.
Interesting. That's in a sort of. Anyways, what kind of rings you got? And shit. Trinkets.
She kind of moves into like a case that's off to the side and kind of starts moving through them and kind of pulls out a couple of rings. The first one she kind of pulls out, you see this kind of bronze ring with almost like the gem on it almost looks, the gems kind of are in a shape almost like a brain.
Isn't that the exact same thing I'm wearing?
Possibly. There's another ring she pulls out. It looks to be in the shape of a skull.
Ooh.
Another that looks to have a shield crest upon the top. One that has a what almost looks like a hummingbird, like upon the top of the ring. And the last one, the last one, kind of this. Let me find the description so I'm 100% correct on this. Here it is. This kind of silver ring with a kind of this almost acid green band along the middle of it.
Acid green. Oh wait, it might not actually be acid. All right, never mind.
Ass, you know,
I don't know what you said, sir. You said, you know.
you could
All I
ask.
heard. I
But
could indeed.
She
but
kind
I
of showed
know-
you these rings and says these are all that we currently have at the moment.
All right, I want to compare the ring of mind shielding to the brain ring on the thing.
They're identical.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. All right. Other than this one pointing to the mind shielding ring, what do these other ones do?
She gestures to the one that's kind of shaped like a skull. This one's just a simple ring of obscuring. It allows the user to produce a cloud of fog as a way of hiding themselves. This one, she gestures to the one shaped like a shield. Simple ring of protection. Wards off most attacks. Makes it a little harder to be hit. And this one, she is a ring of evasion, and she's gesturing to the one that looks kind of like a hummingbird. It aids with, well, as you would expect, trying to evade various spells and attacks of sorts.
Just the ring of evasion or the ring of protection?
No, I know exactly what I'm getting. Don't worry.
And she gestures to the last one, the one with the acid green band. She says, "I got this one from an interesting individual who came through here. I want to say she said it was a right ring, but I'm not entirely sure what it does."
Androcka could probably say.
A right ring. All right. How much for the ring of protection, and how much for the right ring?
Give me one moment. Where's my chart? I need my chart, my pricing chart. I actually have a pricing chart, if you're wondering. Here we are. As one should, you know, like we all need
As
a
one should.
we need a
That's
pricing
a good
chart.
idea. I'll do that for part 6. I
Um,
will not be doing that for part 6, but
I
that's
did-
a good idea.
I didn't make the chart. I will put it that way. I did not make this chart.
Enough.
I found this on a website.
Fair enough.
She said for the ring of protection, probably 3,100 gold pieces. These ones are kind of rare.
Oh my god. Hey, Journey,
I'm carrying around 3,100 in gold.
interesting. Alright, so what about the other one?
The right ring?
Yes.
I'd have to say a similar price only because it's the only one that I've ever gotten my hands
I'll
on.
stop you right there. Okay, that's a little out of my price range. This is Leo speaking, though.
What do you think I am? Stupid?
What?
I don't know. I'm losing brain cells.
How about some bartering?
All right.
You have any use for some spells?
What are you speaking of specifically? Are you talking scrolls?
Nope. Oh wait, hold on. Player DM. It only special people can cast spells, right?
You have to learn spells via a certain class.
What do you mean via a certain class?
Like, technically anyone can learn magic. It's just you have to train to learn magic.
Would I be able to write instructions?
You
Assuming they were for a wizard. If that spell could be cast by a wizard.
You
Sure
could, but most people aren't going to pay someone to give them instructions on how to learn a spell.
Important distinction there is most.
Most people aren't going to pay for a WikiHow article.
Yes.
Hey, look, man. She wouldn't be paying anything monetary, like gold-wise.
She's paying a ring, which is...
Yeah, that's not gold. Okay.
Buddy.
So we're gonna.
Oh, brother, this guy
question.
stinks.
So invisibility works on people, right?
Yes.
Only?
Yes.
Because it says it works through touch. So.
Oh my God! Is this man about to steal?
Creature. Okay. No, I was just wondering.
Oh, he's gonna get killed.
No, I was just wondering. All right. All right.
Congratulations, everyone watching. You're about to witness your first player death.
Alright, where do people go when they die? Do they happen to go to the ethereal plane?
Are you going to kill her?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Yes, that is the starting point, and then from there they either go to the 9 hells or they go to
How
the
long does that
celestial
take?
realm. It depends.
On what?
The spirit that is being released from the body.
But what's the longest duration?
Some people stay on the planet and haunt people. They're called specters.
Other than those.
It depends. It still depends. There's no set length.
What's a normal length for normal people?
Their spirit generally leaves within like 5 minutes.
Oh man. How long has the father been dead?
More than 5 minutes.
He's been dead
Well,
for
yeah.
like a zenith.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like over 40 days.
Damn. So he would not be in the ethereal plane currently.
No, he's gone.
Okay. What about let's see here.
This man really trying.
I am. I'm trying to exhaust all my options here. Without stealing. Though that will eventually be an option. Potentially.
Steal from the grieving mother. All right.
Hey.
Great choice.
Yes, steal from your friends.
Look, that was not a part of the discussion until you just reminded me of it. So, let's see here. Man, I should probably invest in more non-combat spells. Let's see here. Ooh, you know what? I got a good one. How much does this ring of mind shielding cost?
Give me a second. That one's probably 100 gold pieces. I'd sell it.
Kill you. I'm gonna kill you, Tyler.
100 gold pieces? Bro,
Right.
are you that poor? What the fuck?
It's 100 gold pieces versus 31,000.
No, not 31,000. 3,100. 3,100.
That's so much of a difference still.
Not really.
The
Don't
enchantments
be broke.
for them are harder to make, and their rarity is a lot higher.
Wait, mind shielding's not that rare, bro.
No, mind shielding is it's an uncommon enchantment.
Question to the DM: is the meat grinder's alcohol revered by anyone outside of the meat grinder?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Like maybe
How much
maybe
does this
pirates,
deck-
but other than that, like
How much does this dagger of venom sell for?
he's really trying here. He's about to sell Journey's dagger.
I've not gotten anything cool in the campaign. I'm trying really hard right now.
She kind of looks at the dagger a little bit and ponders in her head a little bit.
Oh, man.
Do you remember how much you got the dagger for, Journey? I'm actually curious.
I don't. That was very early in the campaign.
Yeah, like that was like the beginning. Did you guys have
If
money
you-
that early?
Journey will allow it only because he'd be selling it to Trinket's mom.
How early? Wait, did you have money? Oh, you
His
guys,
mom
yeah, you did
got
have
it going on.
you did have the money for this because you each got like 3,000 gold pieces in your first job. That's right.
Here.
It's I would probably say this is roughly 2,900.
Oh shit, that gets me close. 1 second.
Fuck yeah,
I read. What?
What?
You're like 200 off if that's what you're looking for.
No, I know, I understand. I know how math works.
What do you have?
How much do I have? 489. Alright. Persuasion time. Oh,
Okay.
fuck. I read fucking perception. I was like, yo, I got a high thing in perception. That's the wrong thing. Alright,
That's
where's
the
persuasion?
wrong number.
There's persuasion. Okay. I'm gonna do some bartering here. Okay. So this dagger of... What does the dagger look like?
It is
It's
a
blade. It has
What?
like detailing and that kind of stuff.
I would assume it does have detailing, but you cut out into the
Oh,
most
it-
person.
It kind of has like, it looks like a snake. Like it has like snake engravings on it and stuff, and it's a curved blade.
Alright.
It has like a green jewel near the kind of top of the handle.
Alright. I'm gonna pivot, and I'm gonna do some deception here.
all right.
Because I got a high perception. Deception. I have a high deception. Alright. I'm also... Tyler, you're rolling better than I am, so I'm gonna ask you to roll this. Do a deception check, and I'm gonna say, alright, look. So... That's... I'm gesturing to the Ring of Protection. That's pretty expensive, but I'm here. I am interested in the ring, and
What is your
What do you
modifier?
say? Sorry.
What is your modifier, real fast?
+9.
Okay.
What do you say about trading me that ring for this dagger? It allows. Oh no! Give me a second. Gotta take another swig. Hold on.
Can I just tell you, you are trying to deceive the wife of an enchanter by passing off an enchanted item as something else.
She's not an enchanter. She did not enchant any of the things
She
in
is
this
the
shop,
wife of an enchanter.
and she does not know what many of these enchantments do. So.
And the grieving mother of one of your friends.
Well, I've only known her for a week, so.
It's been longer than that.
I think Errol has more moral code, like a better moral code than Leo at this point.
Look. How many words have we actually exchanged?
With you and Trinket?
Yes.
I have no clue.
Exactly.
Trinket beat you in cards and stole a bunch of your money.
Exactly.
Because she beat
You
you
don't
in
know
cards. She beat you in
You don't know
cards.
she stole you. She robbed from you.
No. She robbed from him in the case that she was using sleight of hand during the card game, and Leo never found out. But
Yeah. I can have the. I can.
He has
I can
no idea.
believe whatever I want to believe, but I don't have any proof. Anyways,
he just
Let's see.
he just assumes he got robbed.
hey, when I
I
lose
know
money, I
I
get
was
robbed.
robbed.
I'm a performer. I should be gaining money, not losing it.
All right. Now, what are you saying to Trinket's mother?
All right. So, what was I saying? All right. So this ring is a little out of my price range, but how would you say to trading me the ring for this dagger? It is quite of a niche weapon, but it allows you to. I guess it depends on the role of deception, but the pausing is for the player, not Leo.
You rolled a 18.
Oh, let's fucking go. So this dagger allows the user whoever is wielding it to be able to control all of the serpent variety doesn't exceed the mental fortitude of the user itself. So any lesser snakes. No, player DM, are there any serpent gods
Uh,
other than dragons?
We could roll a religion check.
All right, let's do that. It's my religion. It's probably 0. Let's see, where are you? Yep, it's 0. Who would have thought? I got 8. I should have asked you to roll. I got 13. So,
You assume there might be, but you don't know your religion.
so
You've never been one for the gods.
So I'm gonna be honest. I have not tried this on a being of higher mental fortitude than me, but I would hazard a guess this wouldn't work very well on such individual. All that I have used this on, of the lesser variety serpents. Player DM again. Is there any serpent like characters, NPCs, like of the intelligent variety?
Oh,
Um,
brother.
You haven't
There's
met any.
Dragonborn.
You
There's
haven't.
Dragonborn. I know
They're
that,
They're
but
not serpent. They're more it's not serpent
reptilian.
based. It's the ones that are more serpent based are UNTs, which you have never
Lizard
met a
folk.
UNT.
What is a UNT exactly?
They are snake people.
Okay, I'm gonna continue in speaking. Is there any other reptile class or race?
I
Sorry.
mean, lizard folk.
Like
What?
lizard folk and dragonborn are the only two reptilian races other than the UNT.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna continue speaking. So, other than serpent gods that I have not used this on, I have not tried it on. People of lower mental fortitude, especially dumb dragonborn lizard folk. I think that's what you said, Journey. Lizard folk, and whatever
Journey's
the other one you said.
Visually irritated. You're trying to pull off this con.
Hey! I'm speaking perfectly. This is the player being retarded. All right.
No, I mean she's irritated that you're trying to pull off this con with the dagger she loaned you, and the mother of the woman she loves.
So I will say your original roll was just going to be rolled regularly, but I've changed some
Hey,
things.
it was a deception, though. It was a deception. All this is a deception.
Yes, but the level of layers there are with this, I had to check something. So, anyways, continue if you like.
So I've tried this on a few individuals of lesser mental fortitude. It's worked all right. I mean, there's been some miscommunication in what I wanted them to do, but they were swayed in my direction. How much would you sell this for?
She looks you in the eye. She looks at the dagger. She says,
As she looks at it, I want to flip it around and hold it by the blade, as if I'm like handing it to her.
Roll initiative.
as she kind of, are you actually like handing it towards her, like to take?
Yeah.
She gently grabs a hold of the blade and makes a slight yank back. You take 1 point of slashing damage. Your hand is cut.
Tight.
And she looks at the blade, pulling out a cloth and wiping away your blood from it. And she says,
the blade was poisoned, so.
It's not poisoned yet. You have to cast a thing with it.
I did when I handed it over to him earlier. I said the blade was black.
Oh.
Which means
I think it only lasts for a minute. It's been longer than a minute,
well,
unfortunately.
Regardless, I would have casted fucking. If it was, I would have casted minor illusion so that she wouldn't have told.
Yeah, it would have lasted a minute. So, but she pulls it back, and she's like looking at it. She looks back at you. She, in the calmest, probably gentlest voice ever, she looks straight at you and says, "Do you take me for a fool?"
Well, you cut one of your patrons, so. And then I'm gonna gesture for the dagger back.
What's the charge for a lie? And she hands you back the dagger.
Wait, what? Journey will say it's not his dagger to begin with. I was loaning it to him. It's a dagger of venom. I purchased it in the capital for about 2,900 gold.
It is worth quite a lot, and I do have the gold to make up for the protection ring. However, bartering is always an option, isn't it?
I recommend in the future not trying to deceive someone who's lived around the craft that you're trying to deceive them about.
Ow, get fucked.
Journey's just gonna fucking laugh at him.
His facial
Would he be
expression
able to
has
sense
changed.
Errol laughing in spirit?
Always.
Every time he fucks up, Errol's laughing.
His facial expression is not going to change.
I'm sorry. I never got your name. Trinket and I never really talked much about our families.
She looks to you, her demeanor changing from this more stern kind of like, I caught you and you shouldn't have done that kind of demeanor to, she kind of softens up when she turns to you, Journey. And she just says, I just go by the name Jewel.
Jewel, Trinket. I guess those kind of names from her family. And Journey.
Her father was named Speck, but that was due to his, well, love for his craft. I'm
it's very
more of an appraisalist than anything else.
Sorry.
How much is that? What was that? A ring of evasion? Was it?
Yes. She turns to it, and I'm checking my price list again. The ring of evasion. Yes, yes, yes. No. She looks at the ring for a moment and kind of rotates it between her fingers a little bit. Just says, what do you think it's worth?
How about, say, the exact price of a dagger of venom? I could slip you across the table. That belongs to me.
I would say that's a fair price.
Yeah, I had it to Journey.
I'll take the dagger of venom from Leo, make sure it's sheathed, and then I will hand her the dagger.
She gently takes it from you and places the ring of evasion into your hand.
Thank you, Joel. I'll add that to my... given your craft, I expect you understand how that dagger works and everything.
I do. Trinket had brought one home a long time ago that she'd stolen from someone who'd come in town.
How did she pick up that profession anyway?
It's partially a little bit probably my fault. I did have a knack for taking various jewels from rich nobles that pass through from time to time. It started out as a simple desire that I had wanted to fulfill from time to time and eventually became a habit. Luckily, no one's come through in a while of that nature, so I haven't had the need to do that anymore, but I've been able to fight it more often since, well, I'm not as nimble as I used to be.
She's very good at it.
I would assume, considering she did run off to go do that up towards the capital and
No, it's
Morian Bay.
whereabout we met on the road between Morian and a dragon keep.
Well,
She stole some gold from me. All those telekinesis spells. Promised she'd pay me back. She did.
well, it's good
And
that
now we're lovers.
and now, oh my god, How I Met Your Mother.
I wish Errol was there. God damn
Oh
it.
god, it's she kind of smiles a little bit. Says it's good to know that she's still as kind-hearted as she was before she left.
She was in a vision that I experienced before we reunited. We're gonna see her again. She'll be fine, wherever this journey, kind of smirking, takes her. I know I'm going to see her again.
She nods, kind of picking up the rings and putting them back into their case that she had them in. She says, "I have faith that she'll be fine. She's always had a knack for springing back up from any issues that she's had."
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, we've seen her die almost like 7 times now. Good lord.
And she saved me a lot too.
Oh, I'm not there. I'm just speaking out loud.
Jewel kind of nods a little bit and just says, "Well, it's good to know that she had friends that she was watching the backs of while they were watching hers."
She's been there a lot for me. I hope she will tell you I've been there a lot for her too. Travels. Anyway, it's truly a pleasure getting to talk to you, Joel, and well, hopefully her and I can get back here after all this is over.
Yes, that would be nice.
Dan says
May the gods watch over you.
she'll kind of she's gonna lean over the counter and give her a hug.
She's not sure what's happening at first, and then as you kind of do it, kind of realizes it and stiffens up just a little bit before kind of letting into it and kind of hugging you back. And after a moment, kind of, as you both kind of break away, she's... You kind of get the feeling you've lightened her mood a little bit. And she kind of shifts a little bit behind the counter and says, It was good to meet you.
Likewise. See you around.
And she kind of gives you a nod. Kind of turns to go into kind of like this back chamber. Kind of disappears out of sight.
Wait, she's gone? I had some more questions.
You tried to rob her.
No, I'm not.
I said you tried.
You can say something while she's walking back there, but...
Hey, what will you give me for this? Holding up my Bloodwell file.
Then Journey's just gonna be like ruining the moment.
Aha, comedy.
Look, I let you have your conversation in the middle of mine, but I wasn't done.
I'm gonna go.
Someone's salty.
Such a terrible situation.
Has an emotional connection for a moment, instantly. Leo, hey, so how much can I sell this for?
She kind of glances back towards you and kind of stops in the door and just says, It's useless to anyone who isn't a sorcerer. I can tell that much from here.
Sorcerer, huh?
Yes, you're not the first to come through here.
I'm just gonna walk out, go to the bar.
And you think you're special?
Hold on. You mean from the blood well back in
No. This is an item he's had.
I was like, okay, cool. Sorry about my friend. Like friend, kind of.
Puts quotations around it. She says, "It's fine. He's not the worst that's come through here."
Well, they say I pray that events will come to a close soon and your daughter might come home.
So do I.
Trinket dies, I'm gonna lose my shit. Someone's dying.
And she kind of disappears into the back room.
Me.
One more thing, Columbo. If you ever need anything, you can contact my family up in Morian Bay. We run the Morian Deepwater Fishery. We have money if you ever need anything. I know things might be a little hard without your husband to enchant things, so.
She gives you kind of a soft smile and kind of gives you a nod and says,
Tell them Amelia sent you. They'll know what it means.
"Thank you for that offer. Hopefully things don't have to get to the point that I need to go out and get help, but I'll keep that in mind."
Jerry will give her a nod and then turn to leave.
You walk out the store, she kind of disappears into the back. And you two, I'm assuming, are heading to the wood shop.
I'm going to the bar.
Oh, you're going to the bar. You gave up on your quarterstaff.
I'm going to head to the wood shop.
I'm going to the bar to do some performances and try to get some gold.
I'm gonna Journey will head to the wood shop because she knows Errol is gonna be
Okay,
there.
Errol,
So,
you arrive.
And Journey likes Errol better. Let's go.
You,
Not like that's obvious.
Errol, as you approach the
canon.
wood shop, you see both Journey and Cal kind of wandering over. Cal kind of he's almost senselessly following Journey at the moment. He's not paying any attention to his surroundings. You see him kind of bump into someone on accident and kind of mutter like an apology.
Journey kind of might mention how do you think that went? That was like the first conversation I've had with her family.
Kind of haphazardly just kind of nods and just kind of says, "I think it went fine." He's kind of like staring in the middle distance a little bit. Like his cards are in his hand and he's just been kind of like shuffling them.
Would Errol notice this?
You would notice his like deep, like not trance-like state, but like he's kind of, you can tell he's distant.
Errol's gonna like lightly punch him in the leg. Just go, "What's up, bud? You seem a little more spacey than usual."
Kevin Spacey? No. Sorry.
Are we just making references tonight?
That's it. That's the night. It's all been references, hasn't it?
It's been bits.
It's been bits after
I already
bits.
got Gil Thunder. It's going downhill.
I almost dropped that name and I was like, no, we're gonna go with Gil.
You said Gil, and I was like, no fucking way. Gil Thunder? Is that you?
It would be, it's a very dwarven name, but no, he kind of jumps a little bit and he kind of glances down to you and he like as this happens, he abruptly stops shuffling the cards and he kind of clenches them in his hand. And he kind of looks to you and he says, I'm fine. I'm just I'm doing a bit of thinking.
Thoughts? Ever really experienced in the real world? What are you thinking about?
The blackouts I keep having. Weird things I'm saying and carving into things when I don't remember them.
I can see how that's concerning, especially last episode. It's by far the worst I think I've seen you in a while.
Yeah. I don't know what the source is. What is causing them?
I was just gonna like nonchalantly point towards the floating island and just go, I think I have an idea.
It is a possibility, but I think it's something else. I don't. It's something sentient of some sort, something intelligent, not just a storm. But
Well,
anything is possible by this point, considering what we've seen.
want me to have Dalgamane give you a look?
I don't know how that would work, considering he's attached to you.
He is a fiendish spirit, so he might have some idea.
If I have another episode, then I'll consider it. But right now, I think that's probably not a necessary precaution at the moment.
Fair enough. Just gotta look out for you.
I appreciate it.
How did visiting Trinket's mom go? Journey?
Well, Leo tried swindling her using a dagger I'd lent him only moment before. She called him out on his, well, and I was very happy about that. I think it went well considered.
Tell me someone punched him in his leg.
Well, I did elbow him at one point, hard.
Good. As long
The
as someone beat my
dagger
child.
tried to swindle Jewel with to get this ring of evasion, showing off my new bling.
She did cut him with that dagger.
What?
I might have to speak to her.
Oh, and she did cut Leo with said dagger.
Oh, good.
She's a good
All
woman. I hope I'll get to meet her again one day. I gave her 50 gold off of what Trinket had given me on the way out, and told her if she ever needs anything, she can contact my family up in Morian Bay.
Anyone who disrespects a grieving family. I'll just send Toothless after them.
She's got some rings, like, if you're in the market, but they're pretty pricey.
I have some gold. I'm more interested to see if she could tell me what's going on with this found. It had blood on the inside, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm not really afraid of dying, but I don't think I'm a fan of dying by my own armor, if you know what I'm saying. That's kind of a shitty way to go.
Yeah, she was able to identify the dagger when Leo was misrepresenting what it did. You might have some luck there. She was the wife of an enchanter, after all. She seems to have a good amount of knowledge on the subject, even if she doesn't do the enchanting herself.
Cal kind of steps in and says, that might be beyond her knowledge, considering that seems to be a one-of-a-kind piece, if I'm not mistaken.
What I visited a town before coming back to you guys. From what I was able to collect, it may be cursed. Look-de-doo. That's just adding on to my list of cursed items now, I guess. I'm assuming, don't call me a genius here, but it might have to do with the dragon.
So,
anyways,
into the woodworker shop.
Woodworkers it is. Hey ho, silver, and then Errol's gonna click his heels on Toothless.
All right. You three head into the woodwork guild. You see multiple people kind of working in here. You see Kind of this out of all the shops you've been to, this one probably has the most abundance in like variation in the different individuals in here. Going through, you do see there's a goblin like way in the back. There's one or two tabaxis that seem to be working on setting up, kind of making this, like building a barrel off to the side somewhere. There's an orc or half orc that seems to be carrying around this large plank of wood that he's like shifting it over to a different spot to be worked on. There's a lupin kind of sitting off by herself in a chair, kind of without even a knife or anything, just chiseling away at this wood, just using her claws. And near the front where you guys kind of enter at, there's looks to be a human man that's kind of chilling behind a desk, or chilling near like this kind of desk or whatever, carving with like using a carving knife on this small piece of wood. Doesn't look to be anything significant yet, but it looks like he started a project while he's sitting there. Kind of glances over to you, and the dagger or the carving knife kind of stops mid-stroke at the side of Toothless. Kind of pales. He pales out a tiny bit.
Errol's just gonna be like, he's tame. I promise you. His name is Toothless. It's a gag.
I see. How can I help you?
Well, do you guys have bow staffs by any chance? Or at least, I'm looking for a quarterstaff. You see, I have one, and Errol's gonna pull out his own. It's been silvered at the moment. However, I've been meaning to upgrade it for some bit, especially with our recent encounters. It's not doing so hot against, bigger things like a dragon and a freaking possessed lupin. It doesn't really do much at that point. Would you happen to have anything better?
If you're looking for enchanted, we don't have anyone here that does that. We mainly just make very nice, fine wooden quarterstaffs. A lot of the monks from the Runelight come down here and get them, but other than that, not too many people get the quarterstaffs from us. And he kind of moves to this. It's almost like a wardrobe. It's not quite a wardrobe, but like kind of like a case of some sort, like a closet sort of. It kind of opens up and pulls out one of the staves, and you see it's very nice, like smooth wooden staff. Nothing significant about it, anyways, but it's very nice.
Fair enough. Just asking, would you be able to enhance my existing one by any chance? If this is masking too much, I apologize for the inconvenience.
In what way are you thinking?
What ways can you offer?
We can, clean it up or add engravings or something to it. Nothing special. And the fucking thought that went through my head is engravings give you every tactical advantage. He says or we could. There's not a whole lot that we can do with it, unfortunately.
I appreciate the consideration. Would you be able to just carve a night on it then?
I could do that. Yeah, he kind of sets down the little thing that he's doing and kind of gestures for the staff.
Well, I'll hand it over to him, and then I'll give him, like, what, 20 gold? I don't know, that's probably overshooting.
You could ask him a price. You could ask him a price.
I'll just give him 20 gold. I hope this is enough.
uh, kind of like stutters at the sight of the amount of gold.
You guys seem to do good work, and you support the monks. As one of myself, I appreciate the kind gesture.
Thank you. He kind of almost like he nearly drops all the gold pieces upon taking them.
I've done this before.
Yeah, you've done this to multiple people, and he kind of like moves it over and kind of drops it into a drawer of like this desk, or whatever, and sits down and kind of takes a deep breath for a moment, kind of letting the feeling pass of what just happened, and begins to do his work on it. It's probably like 20 minutes. He gives it back to you, and written in very, very nice handwriting, cut into this, says "night night" on both ends of the staff.
Earl's gonna take back the quarterstaff. He's gonna bow, and I'll wish the man good days and good fortune. And then I'm like, all right, where to next? I got a dragon to kill.
I believe I've concluded my own shopping. I'm going to need to stop back by the forge in a little bit to pick up my shield. But otherwise, I've concluded my own business here.
Al, you got anything you want to do? Any burning questions?
No, I'm just mostly tagging along.
Oh, I almost forgot. Dalgamane, is there anyone I should be looking for? Are you hungry?
There's a pause. He simply just says, "At the moment, there are no required targets that we need."
How about just a surprise gift?
Something tells me that something will come.
With the creepy island, I don't doubt it.
You hear him kind of chuckle a little bit within your head.
I guess I'll go. What did you say Trinket's mom was? Actually, no, she wouldn't know anything about the armor. I don't think anyone here would know anything about the armor. The people in the town we were at before, maybe. I mean, I do have this gold watch I need a pawn, but...
I forgot you stole some dude's watch.
Yeah, I have it down as 300 gold, but I'm going to shoot for a little more via bargaining. Yeah, Errol's... Huh?
Journey was going to ask, Errol, would you like me to barter on your behalf?
Do you think... What, do I not look good? Errol's going to look into... Am I covered in dirt or anything? Am I dirty?
Fine. Just, this kind of thing is kind of like my forte, and you've been a good friend to me, so...
That is true.
I'd totally be open to trying to, try to get you a few more gold for that.
Well, it's not like I'm gonna try to rip off our friend's mother. So yeah, do what you want. I'll be your body. Toothless and I could be your bodyguard, right? Toothless.
He barks.
Hey, you too. Oh, and Cal, you're there too.
We could be the intimidation force. I don't know. I mentioned I went to the guild hall to see if they had any good bounties other than the Black Knight and a dragon, which I don't really care to fight another giant lizard anytime soon. Yeah, no one's really a problem.
You fight one giant lizard, you fought them all, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to be racist or anything. This one's black, so I think they're a little different.
I'm not really read up on the difference between
Cal
dragons.
kind of pitches in. He says, "They are just a little."
Yeah, this one's ancient or really old. I don't know.
Let's get you that gold then.
I might go rob someone later. Who knows? Actually, you know what? And Errol's gonna pull out a coin. I'm gonna flip a coin in real life. Journey, heads or tails?
Tails.
Tails, I rob someone.
What?
It's Tails. Look at you. Such a great friend.
I don't want to be associated with it.
We could have used my coin, and Cal kind of flips the coin that he's had with him since you've known him.
That is true. You want to flip it as well? Make it a 2 out of 3?
Sure. Call it.
And Errol, inspect the coin.
Sure. If you want to ask Cal for the coin, you can.
No,
inspect it.
just looking. Is it like one of those fake coins where it's like both heads on one side or both tails?
It looks like a copper coin. It doesn't have the traditional, like, it looks like a flat copper coin with its own markings on it. It doesn't look like it belongs to anywhere of, like, it doesn't look like it belongs to Almoria or Normandy or any of those places, but it's like it's a plain copper coin with some markings on it.
All right. I'll just go. No, I trust you, Cal. As he flips it, once it lands, I want to cast Minor Illusion to make it tails.
Okay. Well, he tells you when he flips it, he says, "Call it."
Tails.
As you say it, he mutters under his breath, and it flips. You're casting Minor Illusion on it.
Once it lands.
Okay, so it lands. You cast a spell, and he kind of looks at it. He looks confused. He stares at the coin for a moment, and
Oh, what is it? Spit it out.
it's tails.
Well, Avery, it is. And Errol's gonna shoot his hands up.
I would say as you do that, the Minor Illusion drops, and you see a look of realization on his face, like, oh, that fucker.
Don't get me connected to it. I've started building a good reputation for myself here.
I'll be as quiet as an owl. And then he's just gonna wink as we go off.
Okay. Let's jump to Andraka real quick. You know where all your friends are, or people you travel with. I don't know if they're friends. Is there anything... You've been watching them travel around most of the day. You've watched them move around the town. Is there anything you want to do while you have been sitting on this roof?
Not really. I'm just kind of standing and staring in the direction of that feeling.
Okay. Good to know. So, the rest of you get your shield journey. I don't know what that was.
Out a few more coins for that.
He will happily take whatever you want to give him. He enjoys your business.
Here, I'm gonna give him, say, 22 gold.
Okay.
For doing that for me.
Kind of when you first do it, he's like, "You really don't need to give me anything for it."
I know. I just want to. My friend gave me this gold trinket before she left town, and I've given some to her mother, and I want to give some to you. I figure it's a good idea to kind of put around at least some good fortune.
And kind of gives you a nod and says, "Well, I'll remember that. It's much appreciated."
Of course. I appreciate the deals you've given me, Gil. So, thank you.
If you find yourself back in town, don't be a stranger.
I'm trying not to be. Trinket gets back, and I get back alive. I'm sure we'll find Garrison.
I look forward to it. And you kind of... are you going back to the tavern where...
I believe so.
Leo, I want you to roll me a performance check while you're at the tavern. If you're still
wait, we
listening
still
to me.
need to sell the watch. I'm assuming we'll do that, or
Roll,
Yeah, sure.
roll me a persuasion check for that, because I don't want to RP through it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do the persuasion check for him.
Yes.
Here. 28.
Holy shit! Damn bards and their persuasion, bro. Okay.
I said I was gonna for him.
You are able to a bit of talking and a bit of bartering. You're able to get about 400 pieces out of this watch.
Is that gold?
Yes, 400 gold pieces. Sorry, I didn't specify the type. Gold pieces.
I'll hand the gold over to Errol.
Errol, not really knowing money, will just give you 25.
Hey, guess what? That's more than I just gave Gil. So I got my generosity paid back.
Arrow's like a caveman with a wad of $100 bills.
Dude, I have so much money, and I still just end up throwing it at people, and I don't.
It's so
I don't know how I keep this much.
It's so
everything.
funny. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. You're just throwing money at people everywhere you go.
I'll say thank you, Errol. I just gave Gil at the smithy 22, so I guess good fortune does come around, huh?
Positive profit. I'd love to see it. Yes. Can I help you?
God, Errol, this is not supposed to be an Al joke, but Errol is such a fucking hoot.
You're a conundrum, Errol. You know that? You're so generous with your gold. So kind to people, but you talk about, I don't know, such dark things with Magnus.
You gotta have a balance, you know. I am a monk, so we know a thing or two about yin and yang, but how I see it, I can't take any of this money to my grave, so why hoard it?
It is a good way to look at it. This is Cal's talking. That is a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I've concluded my business. I'm gonna head back to the tavern if you would like to join me.
Oh, we're getting drinks. We're getting drinks. You know, I'm
Oh, whoa,
always
we're
down.
getting drinks? Just want a drunk escapade. What are we talking about?
Roll me a performance check
Errol-
while you were at the bar, because they were doing other things.
Oh,
Errol. Oh, Errol will just say to Journey, just
Hey, I'm gonna need you to
when have
roll.
I ever
Oh my god.
turned
+9.
down an
Look,
opportunity?
all of
to
my
drink?
rolling opportunities are low as shit.
You want to know something? I rolled a 2. So.
Probably fucking better than what I would have rolled.
Roll it. See what happens.
Alright, fuck it, we'll roll it.
Fuck it, we ball.
Alright, so that wouldn't have been lower than what I would have rolled, but +9 still is pretty good. So are we going for an 11 or what I rolled?
I'm gonna flip a coin. You tell me heads or tails. Give me a moment.
Tails.
Alright, we'll see what the coin toss is once I get the coin out of the box! Sorry, I was fighting.
Consult the coin gods.
Alright, it's your roll.
I got a 10.
Okay, so 19.
I'm joking, I got a 17.
That's still pretty. That's still better than 11. Okay, you play a bit of a performance. Magnus attempting. Magnus attempting to avoid even noticing you. He's.
Oh yeah. Can we make this song retcon it into being a song about him?
Of course it would be.
The same performance.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a dice to see if he throws his axe at you. Remember.
Let's go.
He holds his composure.
Aw, man.
But you play this song. You make, because you kind of, I would assume you set something before you to collect money as you normally do.
Do I have a hat?
Do you have a hat in your inventory?
No.
You can't do a hat.
I would do Oh, I have clothes slash costume that I am not wearing.
Yeah, you can put them in a pile to make like a bowl. So,
Well, I
yeah.
also have a rope. I have
I don't think you need a. Yeah.
and a bedroll mess kit.
You make
Alright.
roughly. Probably make about 63 gold pieces in total. About 20 silver and about 7 copper.
62 gold. 7. Oh, how much? 7
20,
silver.
20 silver
20 silver.
and 7
62
copper.
gold. 20 silver and how much copper?
7.
7. And yo, I'm fucking rich, bruh. So far, it has been a net positive.
And during the time, you do notice more patrons start coming into the bar.
Can I do another one? Or
No,
is
this is like for the whole time that you're doing this. Someone does bring you a drink as well. You get a few free drinks in the
Yo.
time.
Any hot women that I can swindle? Since I'm a bard, of course.
Not all bards go for women.
That is true.
Some weird bards out there.
Some female bards. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna side with Evan on this one.
Don't worry, Trinket or Journey. Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh no.
Oh god, they're the same person.
Oh no.
I heard you roll.
There's a few attractive women. None of them are your race.
Well, okay, then what's the definition of attractive?
Attractive in the sense of what they are, like being probably the best of the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the best looking of their kind, if that makes sense.
I'm gonna throw some winks over at him while I'm performing. So hopefully it counts into that role.
Let me tell you the different females that are in here before I tell you anything.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know which country we're in right now.
You're in Almoria, which has a lot of different races. There is a female orc.
All right, I'm gonna avoid that one.
You can avoid the female orc. Okay, there is a female.
Hold on, which city are we in? Hold on.
You're in Springfield.
I cannot read the fucking words on Almoria, the cities. I can't tell which one. Oh, I found it. Okay, continue.
It's the middle one. There's an orc.
Avoid that one. Continue.
There's an orc. There is a goblin woman.
Oh my god! I'm gonna avoid
she's
that
not. She's not like ugly. She's not pretty, but she's not ugly.
Avoid that one. Oh.
There is. Oh god, let me pull up the races so that I'm not blanking out on what races there are, because I had some in my head and they're slowly slipping away here. There is a dragonborn woman. There is a centaur in here.
Oh my god! Is there any elves or humans? Either of the two.
I didn't know Leo was racist.
No, not right now.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the centaur then, I guess.
Hey, from the words of, I think it was Schlatt from YouTube. Man, what I wouldn't do to be with a centaur. That's what Slat said at one point.
Some words to live.
Yeah.
So, are all of us in the tavern now seeing this?
You know what? Fuck it. Leo's not racist. He's gonna wink at all of them. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
all of the hot ones of the race.
Yes.
Did you say race wars? Oh my.
What are you trying to get out of this? Because I'm going to make you roll depending on what you're trying to get out of this.
Hold on. I'm missing the word right now. I don't know how I am possibly missing the role. Attention. That's what I'm getting out of this.
No, you have their attention. You have everyone's in here's attention. What is the next step that you're trying to get to?
Are you trying to sleep with them?
Not necessarily.
So if the opportunity presents it, would you?
If the opportunity presents it, yes, but I'm not looking for that.
You're just trying to get you're just trying to get drinks out of people, which you're already getting. There's like people that are bringing you drinks on occasion.
I feel like
I
during
am also occasionally speaking to some of them.
Okay.
Using my bardic charm.
performance, like seeing like Leo perform, Journey's gonna feel like a little, like jealous, just because like he actually is doing it. She knows he's not a real bard, but he's managing to do the whole thing that she trained to do, like professionally.
Can you roll an insight check to see how Journey feels?
She's not in here yet.
Man. Okay, continue.
Okay. What do I have him roll to try
For
and...
what?
I'm gonna say, you have their attention. They don't necessarily come to you, but they do keep throwing you glances, all of them.
Let's go.
You're just boosting his ego. What have you done?
I know how to tear it back down. That's fine. If you're not pursuing anything, she would come in probably about an hour after you've started this little endeavor. You see her kind of wander in. You see.
No, just do anything. Continue.
They took about an hour. Journey, you kind of wander in. You see Magnus still at the bar doing his own thing. You see Leo on the little stage off to the side, a bit of money in front of him, kind of sitting upon a pile of like clothing.
I want to say that I'm what?
That's what you were using. You're using the clothes to collect the money.
That's right. That's right. All right. I want to be continuing to play songs throughout all this.
Yes, and you see him playing music. You see everyone is, I'm not going to say enthralled, but they're definitely entertained or definitely giving him their attention.
I mean, she's definitely like jealous.
Can I roll an insight check to realize this?
Sure.
Because she hasn't played against in a while, so.
Say that again?
Sure.
Do it.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure my passive perception would be able to tell.
Well, I got a nat 20.
You can tell she's jealous. The moment she steps in the room, you know that she is jealous that you are doing this.
I'm going to gesture for her to come over to the stage.
He's gonna say some shit. I already have what he's gonna say. I don't want to say it so you don't get an idea.
Okay.
She'll like head over to the stage after Leo beckons her.
I'm gonna hold out a hand for her to, to pull her up onto the stage.
She'll accept.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper in your ear. Let's give him a good show.
Oh, he's not going to be a dick. Oh!
I thought he was gonna be like, "This is the second best bard I know."
Yeah, it was never in my mind to do anything like that.
It was just in the thought in my head. I didn't know if it was going to happen, so.
She's gonna pull out her instrument of scribing.
Ah, you got that at the beginning of the campaign.
What?
She got that at the beginning of the campaign. It's never been used.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah, here. I'll say let's play. Here, tell me what you wanna play, and I can put up the lyrics. If it's a song you want the audience to sing along with, get that energy. Might give you some more coins.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
These songs. Obviously, I don't know any fucking song names.
No, just like you would know a song. Like we could just say you pick a song or whatnot. I've never heard of someone using that instrument to put lyrics up. I've only seen people do illusions around them. I never thought of doing lyrics, and that is a fucking ingenious idea. I am so upset that I never thought of that when I played a bard.
When I see the lyrics show up in front of me, I'm gonna smile at Journey and be like, "Good fucking choice."
Yeah. So like performance check from both of us.
I'm not even gonna require one. It's gonna go well. Like,
let's go.
While they're setting this up, Errol's just gonna throw 10 gold at the bartender and be like, "Whatever this buys me, I want it in liquid form."
Yeah, Journey just rolled a 30 on performance. Just
yeah, I had a feeling.
Just a 30.
Yeah, 30.
She can't roll lower than, like, I think it's like a 22 or something.
I think it's like a 25 or so.
Do you have a plus 12?
I have a plus 15, hon.
What?
Yeah. Bards.
That's crazy.
Real bards.
Okay, so you all play through the night.
I'm gonna...
Errol, you are given... Essentially, the bartender lets you know that you have an entire fucking keg to yourself.
Errol's gonna drink himself dead.
Oh, how much have I been drinking throughout the night? Am I drunk at this point?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I want you to roll that for. Actually, you know what? I want to roll a low roll, so I'm gonna roll one for myself.
Watch him get a nat 20.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still an I roll. I got a 14, but the actual roll itself was a 9. I got a fucking.
By the end of the night, you are shit faced.
All right, cool.
You are conscious enough to be able to keep yourself on your feet. You are not conscious enough to stand up straight.
You're gonna put 5 gold in your impromptu hats.
We've been playing all night, right?
Yes, I would say in total you would have gotten like 70 more gold pieces.
Oh my god.
And then take 5 me, Leo.
I thank you.
And,
Alec and Evan, you remember when I got
that?
with the 5 pieces she dropped?
Yes, that she specifically.
Yeah, I'm giving him.
I'm gonna say no because you're standing next to her and you wouldn't be looking at her at all.
Good.
So at the end of the performance, is that orc woman still here?
They are all still here.
Journey's going to approach her.
Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. We'll do it after.
What I was gonna say though is Evan and Alec, do you remember how I was when I got drunk with you guys?
Yes.
That's
Yes,
how
I
Leo
do.
is.
Wait, what does that mean? When was that?
When I was in Greenville with y'all.
Wait, you. Oh, Evan was not there.
I was there.
What are you talking about? The only time I've seen Tyler in Greenville was at.
When did I get drunk with
party
Evan?
that he
I
invited
swear I
me.
got drunk with Evan at one point.
Do you remember the party
It
that
might have
Chris
been at
invited
your
me?
house.
It was at my house.
Was this before part 4?
It might have been. I know Evan's seen me drunk. I know you both seen me drunk. Yes.
I don't think I met you before Chris's part 4.
No, you definitely have.
And I'm just fucking retarded because I don't remember what you're talking about.
You've both seen me drunk. That's all I have to say. You both know me when I'm drunk. That is what Leo looks like.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you go through your little spiel
Yes.
of what Journey's going through, and then we'll eventually we'll get to me.
What is your goal, Journey? What are you planning with this individual?
One night stand at the very least.
Whoa, that's not even what Leo was looking for. Jesus Christ.
Damn. All right.
Well, Trinket's gone, and she's kind of down about that. She needs
Alright, you know what?
When in Rome.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. And Journey, roll me. I'd say performance. Let's roll another performance.
I used that 30 I rolled.
I'll be back.
You know what? I'll allow it. We're not going in detail on this because Twitch TOS.
Hold on. I want to do my insight check before that happens.
Okay.
Never mind, I got a 10. Awesome.
It would have been with disadvantage too because you're shit-faced.
Alright, well,
So-
we'll do another one. We'll do it. Hey, insight check. I'm a bard. I should have an advantage when I'm shit-faced.
No.
Can I have an advantage? I got a fucking nat 20.
No.
Please.
No.
Damn it.
No. All right, Journey. You succeed. We're not going in detail. You find yourself at some point in a room with someone you've never met before now. Doing things. Anyways. Andraka, you hear all the music inside. Are you just still standing on the roof staring in the direction?
Yep.
Spent a full day staring in one direction. Awesome.
Can I do a perception check? See if I know Andraka's on the roof.
You would. Well, you're. Sure. With disadvantage.
Sure. Well, this is the thing I have the highest roll on, so. Alright, I rolled 1. I'm gonna have you roll the second one. Can you roll the second one for me?
That's a 3.
Okay, well, it's taking yours. It's a plus 12.
So a 15.
Yep.
You don't notice him. You don't see him in the crowd at all.
I mean, on the roof. He was on the roof, right?
Well, you're inside the tavern.
I know, but would I have, like, perception's not just sight.
You would have the idea he's probably on the roof, but you don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna do a toast to Andraka of all that he's contributed to the party. The battle at the I don't remember what the town is, but
That seems fitting for Leo. The town that I don't remember the name of.
I want to toast Andraka. What race is Andraka again?
Lizard folk.
Is he giving toast right now?
Yes.
I want to toast Andraka, the lizard folk
I want to
party
slip
member.
Out. Okay. You are shit faced as well, but you slip out.
You slip
No,
out thinking
no,
I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
give you a toast. I'm not gonna give you a toast. I just want to give Andraka
I'm
a
not
toast.
drunk. I'm immune to poisons and alcohol.
Oh yeah, you can't get drunk anymore.
I gestured to Cal to take care of Toothless, and I slip my hood on, and I am gone. I am off to thieve.
I don't know why this man. Oh, you're going off to. That's why you slipped out.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Cal is you would notice with that roll that the perception roll, you would notice like after you do this, Cal does seem to leave the room with Toothless by his side. Yeah, you see Cal kind of moving towards the rooms with Toothless by his side, seeming to be kind of guiding him to probably hit the hay for the night.
Is there a bank in this area? Or actually, is there any rich houses that I would?
So, based on what you've seen from the town itself, this town looks to be mostly guilds. Yeah, it looks to be a lot of kind of craft houses and guilds and stuff like that. There
was one guy they had mentioned a black market dealer, like drug guy. And I got a name.
You have a name?
I got a name. I don't think I got a location because when I was trying to go ask people for locations, they kept running away because Toothless was chasing after me.
Oh. Hey, wait! Just
I don't know with the wandering around that I've done today since I don't know how long I was wandering, but
was it last session you got a name?
Yeah, I don't have it written down. I'm gonna be honest. I think you just pulled the name out, and then it was when I went to the guild where I got the 2 flyers for the dragon and the black paladin.
Right. Trying to
I
remember
don't know the name.
I don't remember what the name was.
I'll call him Gustavo. I don't fucking know. Maybe Walter.
Gustavo.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, you could call him Gus.
Gus. Fucking Gus.
You watch Breaking Bad?
Breaking Bad is so fucking good. Have you watched Better Call Saul? All of it?
Yes.
That's the reason that's the reason for his new character. Anyways.
Well, that's not. Yeah. I mean, it might not answer the fact that he's read or watched every single one of the episodes because it just finished.
The last season. Yeah.
I have.
Okay.
It's so good. Sorry. Anyways, continue.
Anyways, yeah.
I don't think I gave you a name. I think you were like you got an idea of who they were. Did I give you a race?
One of them gave me a name. It was one of the other bystanders. Because I talked to the clerk. I think she was It wasn't an elf. Hold on, I don't know the race.
Hold on. Can I cut
The
in real quick?
fiery one. The fiery one.
Yeah, that doesn't help
some
me.
homework my friend's
I'm a
doing.
little drunk.
I will
I'm
be
sorry.
right back. I will be right back. I'm
Okay.
All right. Hold up. The clerk. I was talking with her. She gave me some info. And then one of the bystanders had mentioned a guy because I was like, "Oh, I'm looking for."
Does the name Don Tires ring a bell?
Maybe.
Or maybe it was
I don't know.
Luden. Was it Luden?
Simeon, I'm gonna be right now. Simeon, holy shit, I'm a little fucked up right now. I'm on duty, but I'm a little fucked up. I don't remember the name. I just remember it was a place to get was the stick.
It was someone who could get you
Errol's
drugs.
gonna go rob them. Yeah,
So you're
Errol's rob and massacre them.
We're gonna retcon it's Luden, because
Okay.
one of the names I have before me, unless there was another one, but I think you would have remembered these other names I have. So yeah, we're gonna go with Luden. We're gonna retcon it. If it wasn't Luden, I apologize. If it is, sweet. I'm awesome. Okay. Perception? No, investigation to see if you can find this guy.
Holy shit! I got a 20 with a 0 modifier. Yes.
Wow, you got a natural 20.
I'm both gonna purchase and then kill them.
Oh my god. Alright. You go around a bit. It takes you a while. You're out for several hours that night. You do finally come across you come across a hooded figure kind of talking with another hooded figure. One of them clearly these kind of devilish horns kind of peeking out of their cloak, which you were told Luden was a tiefling. While the other one just, they look to, you can't tell what race they are. They look, you guess probably like a bugbear, but you're not sure. And they seem to like pass off things to each other before the one kind of wanders off, leaving the one you assume is Luden standing in an alleyway, just kind of waiting, kind of hands in his pockets, just looking around.
I'm gonna have my hood up and then pull my skirt up so it covers a part of my face. They'll still know I'm an outlet, but
Okay.
Anyways.
Tiny man walking over. He just kind of glances towards you. You kind of see these yellowish eyes kind of peeking out from under the hood. He just says, "Can I help you?" You look lost.
Not lost. Just looking for some. Would you happen to know where I could find some? I'm in the area to buy.
You said you were looking for drugs because you cut out. I'm just making sure the word was drugs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, yeah. I don't want to come off as like a fucking officer or some shit. Granted, I don't look like it, but you know.
He kind of glances around. He says, "No one else knows you're out here, right?"
No, I'm pretty good at covering my tracks.
All right. He kind of reaches into his cloak, and he pulls out kind of these three vials, kind of showing what's in each of them. And I'm looking for the specific drugs that I have. The drugs. Already pulled up that one.
I forgot to do this before I left. I would have coated one of my daggers in the the intense pain vial. I don't know what it is. You never gave me a name. It's just the intense pain vial.
I don't think I wrote stats for him either, but I'll make something up. It's fine.
I'll put a little bit of the intense pain shit on there. I think it was the milky clear, whatever it was, milky white clear. That's the description they have.
That's a weird note that I have written. I'm not going to say it out loud because it will.
I have so many poison vials. Oh my god! I just realized
you have so much venom and shit that you can just ruin someone's day with.
I can have a very rough morning.
All right. Anyways, okay. So he pulls out kind of these 3 vials that he has. Sorry, I was looking at something. You see within one, there seems to be this kind of... it's almost like a rigid, like cut up rigid green leaves that are in it. These kind of red veins marking, like kind of lining through them as if the plant itself had like blood vessels, but it's not. The other one looks to be a strange multicolor sludge that's kind of within one of the vials. And the last one looks to be a kind of... Actually, that's not the one I wanted. I want this one. Yes. This kind of thick purplish green kind of goo that looks to have bits of like what looks to be leaf in it. That looks to be kind of like a high viscosity, consistent. We're just gonna say consistency, like a thick, like honey-like consistency.
How much for the red sludge one?
Do you know what this is?
No, but in part, I'm gonna be honest with you. I want to see what kind of products you guys are pushing. If it's at all interesting to, I'm assuming your boss. I have some of my own, and I'll pull out the black vial that I have. That's all like weird, fucky looking, and then slip it back into my bag of holding and go. I was wondering if I'd be able to sell it to, get some new stuff on the market. All honesty, I just want to see what I'm working with, though.
Well, if a vial of this is going to run you 30 gold pieces.
40. I go, will this get me at least a good word with your mans?
Sure. He kind of gives you the vial and takes the 40 pieces.
Errol's going to down the vial.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
I'm immune. It doesn't matter.
It's not technically a poison.
I thought it would be considered a poison.
No. Not.
Well, no, I'm not gonna down it. I thought it was a poison. I was gonna try to do a whole little charade.
Intelligence check for me.
Intelligence check?
Yeah.
Straight intelligence?
Just a straight intelligence check.
Oh, it's on the floor. That's a 16.
You have a 16?
Yeah.
Your eyes, within moments of downing the shit, dilate. And all the colors around you seem to almost merge and sway in weird ways. You realize that you've taken a really intense hallucinogen.
How can I keep a straight face?
It's very hard.
Interesting. I thought this was a poison. Fuck. Would I be able to use some key to try to like negate the effects?
I would say you can try to redo the intelligence check by spending key to see if you can.
Alright, I'll redo the intelligence. Oh, slightly better. It's an 18. I don't think that's gonna do shit for me though.
You find yourself just in a really happy place. You are greatly enjoying yourself at the moment, and he kind of chuckles and just says, "Enjoy the trip," and just wanders off into the darkness. And you try to focus on him. You try so hard, but he just kind of fades into the colors, and it's just you're lost in just this bending of the different colors around you. More of a black and white kind of like kaleidoscope effect because you are in the dark at the moment. But like looking up into the sky gives you a similar feeling of like the Starry Night painting. Just like these swirling blues and purples and whites above you.
Can I still figure out where he went?
Perception,
right.
Perception with disadvantage.
With my plus 15, I don't know if that's going to do anything.
Oh.
That's a 26. It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna roll for him. Where did my dice go? We were barely able to keep up with him. You follow him along in your giddy little state.
You're like, all right. I'm gonna go up to him. I'm just gonna, hey, that was some pretty good shit. But I think this can do you better. And I'll pull out the vial, and you're like, don't take all of it. This just a sampling. I get you more. We just came back from the meat grinder. They got some wild stuff over there. But let me know what you think.
He takes the vial from you and kind of glances at it, kind of squinting at it a little bit and tilting it around, and kind of opens the vial and gives it a sniff. Kind of dips his finger into it a little bit and closes the vial up. This is the one that's the pain one, right? Is that
Yes.
the one you're he is going to dip his finger in and then put his finger into his mouth. Let's see. Oh, you just have two that are labeled. Oh, green vial, or this is the black vial one, right?
No, this was the pain vial.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, I have three. I have three vials. Or, no, technically four, because I have the regular poison. I have the weird clear I have five. Oh, shit. I have regular poison. I have the weird paralysis one. I have the clear shit that causes excruciating pain. And then I have this weird fuck-off black vial that I robbed from him. I don't know what it does. It looked at me, and I have no... I haven't tried it. I'm too old for it. Gonna be honest.
That's right.
That's
oh, is
what
it?
I
It's,
gave
you
up.
put it in your notes. That's why I can't find it. Wait, where did you put it?
Yeah, it's in my. Oh, I haven't added it to here because you said you're gonna send me a description.
Yeah,
All I
and
have right now is the basic poison.
DM me what they were again. I need to roll something for him real fast.
I didn't. Do you want me to just DM the description?
Yeah, DM all the
All I got
descriptions
for
to
the
me.
black vial was a description of it's black sludge, and I swear it blinked at me, and then the eye disappeared. That's the description I got.
That's the one you're giving him right now. It's a black sludge.
That's the one I'm giving him.
Okay.
The clear, it was a clear whitish vial that was causes excruciating pain. I don't know what it was. And then it was like another one was a purple one that causes paralysis.
Okay. I know what the black one does because I'm not remembering what I had planned for. Okay, he dips his finger into it. Kind of the black ooze kind of sitting on his finger, and he kind of looks at it funny. Kind of looks to you and hands you back the vial, and he puts it into his mouth. He sits there for a moment and kind of makes a few odd faces before he almost seems to gag as his eyes black out. And he stumbles slightly and he starts muttering under his breath, and he's just like, what the hell was that? What's wrong with my eyes?
Daryl's gonna take his dagger out that's been coated and stab him into the whatever portion I can get to.
Roll an attack regularly because you are tripping, but you also have advantage, so it's just gonna be a regular attack.
Bonus for this dagger plus 10. Ooh. What does a 25 get me?
Stab. You stabbed him.
I stabbed him. I don't know what the clear shit does. You said it caused excruciating pain.
Yes.
He fucking no.
He screeches in pain as he hits the ground. You do see a couple of bags that were under his jacket kind of fall and hit the ground. You hear a couple vials break as he kind of collapses. And he starts...
Get another attack?
You can... before you do that, as he does this, he falls on his back and he's kind of yelling in pain. His voice begins to change. It goes from his voice of screaming to more of a guttural, ferocious kind of roaring.
Is he changing at all?
You hear bones start cracking as his limbs start moving in weird ways.
I'm gonna take the dagger again and stab him in the eye. Actually, wait, no, his eyes are already blinded. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah, his eyes are blacked out.
His throat.
Okay. Roll an attack.
17.
That hits.
I gotta put modifiers on this shit.
I found it.
All right.
I found my piece of paper. Yay. The purple one was the excruciating pain. The clear one was paralysis.
Oh, so he's paralyzed right now.
Yeah, but he's screaming in pain still.
Wouldn't that silence him, though?
No, paralysis wouldn't technically silence him.
Well, he's paralyzed. Huh?
The bones,
Okay,
you watch as his limbs distort, though. You slice his throat, though, and the screaming does stop. There's now blood.
I forgot to add in my... What I didn't roll damage for the first one as well as sneak attack. So, I'm rolling all that shit now. So the attack I just did was 9 damage. That's another 9 damage of piercing, and then my sneak attack is 2d6, so that's 3, and that's 4, so that's 7 sneak attack.
Okay. He begins gurgling on his blood, bones still cracking, and then eventually he just stops moving.
Alright, Errol's gonna... I have rope in my bag. I have a purpose for this. I'm gonna make a noose, throw it around his head, and then find the nearest post, and I'm hanging him on it. And then before I do that, I'm pickpocketing everything he has. I'm robbing him blind.
He did go blind. You can look these up if you want to write these down. You find 2 more vials of the drug you took. They're called acrid. You get 2 more vials of acrid.
Is it in D&D?
Yes, because I've made them. They are been put on D&D and Beyond. I have them on there. So 2 vials of acrid. ACRID. Acrid.
Okay.
You find 6 vials of holly leaf. And another 3 of a drug called Stilmo. Which you do come to realize is you're doing this. They do have labels on them. The vial he showed you did not have a label. The rest of these are labeled.
What a bitch. How many vials of Stilmo?
What did I say? 3?
3
Yeah,
vials of Stilmo.
3 vials
and
of
then how
Stilmo.
much gold did he have?
He had your 40 pieces. Plus, he had another 50. So you got 90 pieces out of him.
And I hang his corpse up.
Let's see. Let me double check real quick.
And just Arrow for safe measures is gonna uncap 4 bottles of the viper venom and just pour it down his throat.
Okay. You begin to hang him up. Roll me a strength check to see how well you do this.
Okay. Straight strength or okay? You're gonna make a modifier on that. Good God. That's a 16.
It takes you a bit to string him up to this post. Probably about a little over an hour. About midway through it, the drug that you took wears off, and you can see clearly again. And I do need from you, just for a moment, I need a Constitution saving throw.
Unnatural 20.
You're perfectly fine. You have no side effects from this. As you string him up, as you're kind of doing it, you hear like every so often like a crack noise come from him. You assume it's the bones still cracking just because of the way they are and like him dangling. As you finish and kind of like get the rope tied off and you have it all set up, you do notice there is blood dripping kind of in a straight line across the center of the body down about midway down the torso. And you do notice that the head seems to have split slightly.
Well, I know what that black vial does now, and I am never drinking it.
And you're also noticing that he's breathing again.
I'm gonna slit his throat for good measure, even though he's already on a noose.
His neck has been slit. It is slit, but the body seems to be breathing.
Christ. I don't want to do this. Alright, well, I'm throwing the helm on and I'm going to devour his torso.
Okay. I'm not going to even make you roll for that. That is an easy task. You rip him to shreds.
Yeah, there's just half a body hanging on the, I'm assuming, lamppost is what I found.
Yeah, and you notice after you do this and kind of go back, the top half, it's shaking a little bit, but it's not breathing anymore by any means. You do notice there were teeth growing within the crack.
You're just gonna kind of like shiver at the sight of this. Go back to the bar.
All right, you head back to the bar. Now knowing what your black drug does, so you want to write that down because I'm gonna write that down because I had this written somewhere else and I found it finally. But
if you want to send me it, that would also help because I only have one of them. Yeah. That's mildly unnerving. What are the other? If you could just send me what all 3 of them do, I could just add that.
Yeah, I'll do it in a second. But you head back to the bar.
Concerning.
Is there anything else anyone else would like to do for this session?
By the time I get back, are they still partying?
Cal's gone. I would say Journey and Leo are probably finishing up their stuff because you would have been out for a while, if not already in bed.
Yeah, I'll just find Toothless and go pass out.
I guess I have an idea.
Yes. Oh yeah, no. Journey's already gone. Journey's already hooked up with someone. Journey disappeared. Leo was the last man standing. He was still he was hammered and just on the stage by himself.
I can't wait to hear about this in the morning.
All right. You all go to bed.
I'm a drug dealer. Let's go.
Yeah. You all go to bed. Oh, what do you...
To the morning, then?
I'm going to say we're going to end the session there, because this is a good ending point. You guys, I think that was... So this was so far from my plan, yet it was perfect. So, I think this is a good place to end. I think there's no better place to end.
Sounds good.
So I'm going to make a note real quick on what has happened. And actually, I'll do that after I end the session. So we hope you all enjoyed. We definitely had a great time with this shopping/RP episode that took place over a 24-hour period, which is probably the least amount of time you guys have spent in a session. That's crazy. If you guys enjoyed.
So many drugs.
Yes. Oh God, I kill off Kellic, and then we get a new drug addict.
That wasn't the main guy, though, right?
That was the one you heard
Was
about.
Okay, well, he's dead.
Yes.
Wait, would I have been able to? I'll have to go out there. You're good.
Yeah. So if you guys enjoyed, you want to catch us in future episodes, follow the Twitch, join the Discord, or follow us on Twitter, where I try to keep everyone up to date on when we are going live, and on Twitch and Discord, you get the notification when we go live. If you want to catch up on previous episodes, go check out our YouTube page that we have curated just for all of you to enjoy, listening to episodes from beginning to end of the campaign. And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed, and we hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.